let's see if we can get this to work. Yay. I think it's working. Hey, John Doe. Shouldn't be muted now. Starting off with his rant about PewDiePie and Dr. Disrespect and how they're cartoons and clowns, but not him, as he blows bubbles and stuff. But this is from Mighty D. I don't want to give DSP the view on this. I don't know if they're gonna find it.
Here's Phil.
How you guys doing
tell
today?
you more.
I may eventually lie to help. We're owed one gay op.
My ear itches. Someone named Phil helped me $1 and says, PewDiePie got a $10,000 tip on his stream today. It's crazy. You do realize he probably gets like
fan, but
that
I
kind
like
of
him.
contribution like every single stream, right? That guy, you know, exponential growth for how many years? Even if he's completely stagnated, people are just going to drop money in his lap for absolutely no reason.
For no reason. Now give me money.
It seems like that once you're at the very top of the YouTube world, or you're the very top of a streaming world, like you're just there, you know? 1 million people will watch just because you're popular, not because you're putting out anything fun or entertaining, just because you're known to have been
Just
popular.
like you.
That's just this weird groupthink mentality, man. So
That's amazing how well he describes his stuff and doesn't seem to understand.
Like, people probably constantly, I would think the top streamers, the top content creators, just insane amounts of contributions every day to the point where, you know, they probably can't even count it. Expand Dong, please understand, I'm not trying to talk shit about PewDiePie or anyone. What I'm saying is, there is this weird mentality on the internet that if something is popular, it's just popular and people will watch it just because it's perceived as popular. And it just creates this endless reciprocation of popularity. Like, to the extent that I was popular, I was never even a fraction as popular as any of these top guys today. Okay?
No, you were not.
But when I was at my most popular on YouTube, I could put out a playthrough of a boring-ass game that was a boring playthrough because I didn't interact with my audience back then. It was just me kind of like making stupid commentary. And I'll admit, there were playthroughs that were terrible, but they got tons of effing views on YouTube. Just because it was Phil playing a hot new game, it would just get views. You know what I mean? It was like,
and now, you
now
don't. And now you're
I
broke.
feel people that are with me because I've been doing it for a long time and they like me as a person. They know that when they get that interactivity with me on a stream, it's going to be meaningful to them. But some of the crap I was doing, you know, 10 years ago,
still not meaningful.
Some games I was playing were boring or whatever, and here I am trying to fill the commentary, and I knew what I was putting out wasn't very good. Yeah, I would look on YouTube and the views would be like ridiculous. You know, we're talking, that was back when I used to get 20, 30, 40,000 views on a video for a crap game with me trying to make commentary over it. It's not very good, you know? Just because I was at the top of my popularity.
But I thought you only put out quality content, dude.
They're so high up, they could literally just sit there and stare at the camera and say nothing for 5 hours, and people would give them $10,000 tips. It's insane. It's insane the mentality.
It's insane, dude. Insane.
That
money should go to me. Me.
It doesn't have to have quality to it. It's just popular. Dr. Disrespect turned on a stream and never appeared on that stream and made like $300,000. It's insanity. This human mentality of what popularity is on the internet. And I just don't get it. But I've also never been like that. You know. If anything, that's not criticism of the content creators that are there. That's criticism of the people who watch it.
What the fuck is wrong with that guy?
And stupidly, right? So, all right. Here's an honest question for everyone. Okay. You guys know me as a person. You know what kind of a content creator I am. You know I'm an honest guy.
But John Doe, 250 times 100 is not 25,000.
I never sold out. I never.
You point out it's 25,000, he'll ban you.
Paid promotion that was a blatant advertisement. You know what I mean? Like, you know me as the honest guy. That's why I think people really like the stuff that I do. But that's also why I have such a small, dedicated audience. Is because I was never a sellout. I was never the guy who had to jump with a gimmick. I never ever used a YouTube gimmick. I'm ready to game, bro. Who's ready? Come on, who's ready? Oh shit, Potion, no! No, Potion! It's okay.
God, he's
it's okay.
so full shit.
It's the game that's bad. I won't take it out.
Thank you, Mighty D.
Potion. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The Sonic hat. Oh, I miss the Sonic hat. Almost as good as the Yoshi hat.
Boom, 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 boom. Just made it. Right? I never used the fucking thumbnail with the crazy, silly face, the clickbait titles. I never used any of that stuff. Right?
Right.
So here we go. Here's idiots who are fucking insulting, so you can get the fuck out of here.
What the fuck is wrong with that guy?
There we go.
What the fuck is wrong with that guy?
But here's an honest question, and this is honest for you. Do you guys think that
You're worth
who I
this
am
shit
now,
we do.
okay, to you personally, this is not a question about me and my well-being. This is a question for you guys, the viewers. Do you feel that who I am now is more meaningful to you because of what I've done and the choices I made over the years? Because I easily could have tried to ride every wave of YouTube popularity. I could have went on every
You
gimmick.
can't, John.
I could have tried to get every
It's
sponsor,
impossible.
sold the hell out like a lot of content creators did over the years. I could have been a YouTube drama queen to get views over there. Then when I went live streaming, I immediately could have jumped on the bandwagon and become a cartoon character and acted a certain way and dressed a certain
As
way
he blows
in order to get those
bubbles
artificial views
and wears vests
from kids
and
and
Yoshi
basically
costumes.
impressionable audiences and all of that. Okay.
Oh, so
And
you never
you,
made
the
a
viewers
choice.
right
You
now,
always forced.
As few of them as they are right now on the stream, because I'm
If
playing Fire
Machinima
Emblem, I
kept
probably have
you
less
on
than 200
YouTube,
viewers,
you
I
would have
guess,
still
right
been
now.
on YouTube.
Do you feel it's meaningful, more meaningful to you that I stayed true to who I was and I am who I am today, and the content I kind of put out now? Is that more meaningful to you, or do you honestly feel that if I had sold out and become the cartoon character, sponsored guy, big streamer, you know, stream is going so fast a mile a minute, there's no way I can interact with anyone, and blow up
You
on
don't
YouTube
interact with anyone
to the
anyways
point where
unless they
every
give you
video gets
money,
so many
so-
views, there's no way I can read comments on or anything. You see what I'm saying? Like, what do you think would have been more meaningful to you? And
You
be
don't
honest.
have the comments
If
on,
you say,
you
no, I
piece
think
of
if you were
shit.
bigger, it would be better. Be honest. Or if it's like, nah, I like how it is now, be honest. I would like some honest feedback and honest response to that.
No, you
okay?
wouldn't, because then you just ban them.
12 seconds later.
I'm not getting many responses. I'm getting someone insulted me on the forums. What the fuck does that have to do with what we're talking about right now? I'll just play the game then. If people aren't going to pay attention, I'm just going to play the game.
I'm not gonna give
Well,
you money. I'm
who's
just gonna
bigger,
play the
I wouldn't be here
game.
because I would never get any interactions.
As he doesn't play the game. We play the game, guys. We're just gonna play the game.
Well, living in
Continue
biases, I
searching.
am a big streamer in regards to money I make and stuff. No. You guys have no concept. You really have no concept. You seriously have, I'm going to say this again, you seriously have no concept of how much money streamers make. If you think that I'm like a top paid streamer, you have no concept of how much money these fucking people are making.
Arizona.
I mean that. I'm
Mr.
small
25
potatoes.
over
Very, very small
$25,000
potatoes
in
compared
just
to people
tips.
who usually do this full time for a living.
Not counting
I don't
subs.
know why you think I'd make a
Or
lot of
Cheers.
money compared to other
Or
streamers.
YouTube. Or
Maybe I make a
Teespring.
lot of money compared to
Behind
other
the
jobs,
scenes.
but not compared to other full-time streamers.
Over
guys.
$30
You don't
an hour.
understand. See, here you go.
Where
Most
is
of your
it?
viewers make pennies compared to you. What are you talking about? We're not talking about me compared to someone who's working an in-person retail job or a service job. You know, we're talking about streamers in particular. We're not, you think, why are you? What the hell
Don't
does that
point out I
have anything
make
to
way
do with
more
what I
money
just said?
than my fans do, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, goose
Well, I give up. I'm just gonna play the game. I thought I was gonna get like an intelligent answer, and instead I got stupidity. So I'm just gonna ignore it. Forget it.
You're not hurting my balls, so-
Shut the fuck up.
Here it is.
God damn. Go and do your own fucking stream then. Jesus Christ.
$33 an hour.
J pictures. I'm glad you didn't sell out.
30,
the best
29,
glasses and
28,
bubbles.
24, 23.
That's not selling out. What the hell are you even talking about?
$33 an
Selling
hour.
out would imply that I became a shill. That I was constantly taking sponsorships
Shill, I do
was
is
literally
shill.
getting paid to do things, which I was offered many, many times over the years. Here's a game. Just play it and say positive
love to
things
sell
about it.
out, but no
We'll
one
pay
wants
you
to
money.
buy 'em.
Like I was offered many sponsorships. And usually it's indie games who would want something like that, and they were pretty lucrative. Some of the offers I got over the years, I always turned them down. You guys notice I've never just dropped my phone to play a
Bullshit.
random indie game.
You
to take a
hate
giant
indie
paycheck.
games.
While some streamers do that, you'll notice all of a sudden they're playing a game out of nowhere. Like what the hell is this? I was offered many times over the years. I never once did it.
Mr. Playing Mario and Sonic go to the
Well, Fruit
Olympics out
says,
of nowhere.
You're
Turns
a
out it was
gameplay maker
a
machine. I don't know anyone who puts out the similar
what you
volume
call
of
it?
content that you do.
donated
Admittedly,
game.
If I were in a situation like I used to be
They're
on
supposed
YouTube
to
where I made
review
so
when he
much money
didn't.
that I was good, I would never ever have to talk about things like, oh, we have a tips goal. Oh, we have this going on. Instead, it would just be me playing games and enjoying myself. And that's how it kind of was back in the day with YouTube. Like I said, I was so popular. I could play a crap game, put out subpar commentary, and get giant views and make tons of money on it. So I didn't have to worry. There was no worries about anything. And it was a different time. You know, but then
Some
again,
of his
back
fans
then,
buy his
the
merch,
ad
which
revenue
is
was so
sad,
insane on
though.
YouTube. It flew like a river, and like it was just so different than how things are today. You know, today it's really about crowdfunding from viewers to keep yourself afloat as a content creator.
Lil, the Valley of Torment? What kind of a name for a place?
Wow,
is
he
that?
But anyway,
finally started playing the game again.
At the same time, admittedly, I've grown as a person. I've been doing this for 12 years. I have changed completely as a person from who I used to be. I wouldn't still today, even if I could
12 years ago when
say
he was
any
26
word
years old.
and anything that I wanted to say on a stream. I
Again,
can tell you
he
right now, I
wasn't
wouldn't make
16,
racist
he
jokes, I
wasn't
wouldn't make sexual
15.
jokes. I would be done with that
He wasn't
shit.
even 17.
I've grown
He was
past that
26
stuff.
years old 26
You know what I
years
mean?
ago.
I don't
That.
need to do that
12 years ago.
to put out an entertaining, meaningful stream. At one point, I felt like when I was
When
new
he
with
says,
this,
well, I'm more
I was
mature
trying to
now,
follow suit with other
guys.
content creators
I'm
on
a
YouTube
mature
and the
adult
internet, and
now.
I was like, I got to do the extreme.
You were
all the
26
time.
years
And I
old
don't
when
have
he
to
first
do that
started.
anymore, and I'm happy about that. I'm honestly happy about that. You know what I mean? I don't have to be worried about. Do I have to constantly fill every moment with some immature comment or something? Swinnerman JPEG, I just literally said I'm not shitting on people at all. I
As he
didn't give
shits
a
on
single
them.
criticism tonight to anyone. What I was saying is they got to where they are because of a certain way, and I'm not that way. And because of that, I'm way less popular than I probably could be. And I'm in a position right now that's very different than one that I could be. If I had followed along in the footsteps of how these guys acted,
Instead of me in the ear,
shit,
maybe.
I could have been the same
Not
way.
the
I
eyes.
refused to do that. I had many opportunities seeing YouTube trends and things.
Yeah, he's
over
already
the years,
stated
seeing
numerous times
Twitch
that,
trends,
well, the Bengals
opportunities
you
to
got,
sell
Drew,
out and
maybe I'll
create
start
a show, and I
budgeting.
never did. I always said,
Like,
no,
you're
fuck
already
that.
budgeting?
I feel I should be good enough.
You're a
my own
38-year-old
merits, my own
man and you
personality, my
don't
own way of doing
budget.
things to be popular. And if
Ever.
I'm not, oh well, then I'll fail being me rather than literally acting away.
Like, how
to be a fucking fake.
How
and make
does
money,
a grown
you know what I
adult
mean?
go,
I'm not saying.
all right,
that
guys,
people
now that my
who will be
bankruptcy
successful
went through, I'm
think
gonna
that's
start
wrong.
budgeting.
Fine, you're right. If they're
Like,
successful,
why weren't you
making money,
budgeting
good for them.
beforehand?
But that's not me.
No wonder you're
And that's what I
bankrupt.
mean when people are like, oh, you know, PewDiePie got a $10,000 tip. Is that a big? It's not a big deal. He will always be
It's not a
popular.
big deal.
because
I got
he's got a level of
$25,000
popularity where it doesn't
over
matter what he does.
$25,000
He can fart in a paper
just in
bag and pops the
tips.
bag on stream, and people will give him a $10,000 tip. You see, that's not quality content. Just he's popular, so
It's
give
not
him money.
quality
Like, it's just stupid
content.
mentality. I'm never gonna be that level. So I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm jealous of that. I'm not. I get to sit here and have a fun stream with you guys, meaningful interactions, and have fun
think he's
conversation. To me,
playing
that's
one of the Persona
that's
games?
like the
No.
height of what I want to do. Right now, I enjoy what I'm doing so
Really?
much. I don't want this to ever change. Obviously, I want to be able to keep making.
No,
it
he's
and doing
playing
it,
Fire Emblem
but
Three
I love
Houses
what I'm
during this
doing.
rant.
I don't want to be a guy who cannot have any kind of a conversation or any kind of real
Yeah, he's
interaction with someone
Fire
on stream
Emblem
because
during
scroll,
this game.
scroll.
But mind you, he's
You know
not
what I
actually
mean?
playing.
Just crazy
He's just
immature
sitting
shit
there
being tossed to the stream
bitching
constantly.
about
I would
PewDiePie
I would
getting
hate
a
that. I would go on
$10,000
stream and be like,
tip.
man, I gotta go on fucking stream and deal with those people again. Seriously, that's how it would be for me. And I'm happy it's not like that.
Oh, poke.
Alexander Ross says,
It's
I
been a
should've
while since
sold
I've done
out.
one of these live streams. I've
Financial
been
troubles
doing
from
a
2016 to 2019. If you
actual
hadn't
chain
been
and other
content
video
at the
games,
time,
but
if you had
not
taken
this
sell out, you
time.
wouldn't have lost 3 years of happy, productive Phil. I mean, to some extent, you're right, but at the same time, I still wouldn't have been happy, productive Phil, because you would have had sellout Phil. You would have had DSP, dark sellout Phil, of complete, utter phony and fake on the streams. Someone who's not me.
As opposed to
Someone who's
Mr.
just a
I had
character,
a lot
you
to
know?
protect my family.
It would have been different, I'm telling you. Sweaty Man JPEG, I don't know what you're talking about now. I'm not pushing
Hey,
back and changing any words. What are you
Vegas.
talking? All right, you're being a fucking idiot.
Rooms
You're being a complete
I'll
idiot.
say best $1 ever
If you're being
spent.
biased, boy, you still don't understand what I'm saying. You still have no concept of what I'm saying, so there's no point in even addressing what you're saying anymore. Like, seriously, you are taking what I'm
You
saying
don't buy
and
my
saying it in a
lies, so
negative
fuck
way
you.
because you want to, so there's no point in even, like, responding to your messages anymore tonight, because all you're going to do is be negative, so I'm just going to stop talking to you. Cousins Venture says people who actually don't even let gaming watch Dr. Disrespect because they find him entertaining and funny. That's right. They're not watching him for watching video games. They're watching him because he's a cartoon character, and they find that cartoon
What the
character
fuck
funny.
is wrong with that guy?
Okay, fair enough. So you literally kind of supported what I'm saying here. I always wanted to be the genuine guy. I'm just a normal guy, a genuine guy, playing games, sharing my opinions, having a good time with you guys. That's all I've ever been.
And
That's all I
Respect
ever
the Pack.
want to
Can't
be
forget
on
selling
any
out
one of my
Respect
nights
the
of
Pack.
streaming. That's all I'm ever aspired to be. I don't aspire to be some larger-than-life cartoon character that you tune in to watch the Dr. Disrespect show every night. It's very different. It's a very different kind
Instead,
of
we watched
product,
the
right?
Gouty
Apparently,
beggar
there's
wears
ridiculous amounts of
vest.
people with ridiculous amounts of money who want to see his cartoon character product, and they can go watch it if they want. I'm okay with that. I don't understand why you think that
I'm
one's
okay with
bad and
that,
one's
as
good.
he rants
What I was
about
asking
how
was, do you
okay
guys
he's
think that
not
I
with
would have
it.
been better off, or do you guys think my content would have been better if I was a fake? And then ended up being more popular, you know?
I totally feel that what I do every day is meaningful. People tell me every day in personal messages, thank you so much for what you're doing. You're very positive and enforcement on our lives. Like, you're a real positive influence, and your story's an inspiration. And we love the fact that
Because they make money and he
you are who
doesn't,
you
and it
are.
pisses him off.
And it's meaningful to us, you know? I get those messages every day.
So every day I can sleep well.
But
at night
you
knowing
say every
that what I've
email
done
goes
is
to your
had positive
spam
meaning to some people
folder.
on the internet, and I
You can't
sound
message
some
you
asshole and I'm
on
wasting time,
Twitter.
you know
So
what
how
I
do they
mean?
message
So
you
I'm okay
telling
with
you
that.
this?
I mean, admittedly, would I like to be in a better financial situation?
Fuck yes.
Would I like to not have the woes that I had of the past 3+ years?
This is a vid at
Hell
1.25
yes,
speed.
but at least I'm okay with who I am and the content I'm putting out now.
I have like 3 other videos to
If you
go
wanna
through.
play the fucking game, trash content, and I get burned out just because I'm popular, but I hate who I am.
Again, he's
what I do,
supposed to be
you see what
playing
I'm
Fire
saying?
Emblem Three
At
Houses.
one point, I played chess a good amount.
He's
when I was
maybe
in high
done
school,
8 minutes
and,
so far.
You know, I liked it a lot. I couldn't tell you if I was any good. At this point, I haven't played chess in 20 years, so I probably suck at it.
Here he goes.
Scarlet $50, I bet. These giant streamers
talking about? Shut
who
up.
don't even know a single person who
cares?
supports them via tipping or otherwise. It's just another person giving them money, so there's no interpersonal relation between the streamer and the fans, and you're not that way, and I like that. I appreciate that you're saying that, because that's what I strive for.
But he
I strive to have
only
real
talks to
interactions with you
people if
guys.
they give him money.
Know who you are, have fun with your conversation. Not just put out streams to make a paycheck. Oh, look, I hit my tips and turn the stream off,
Oh,
Here we go again.
classic.
JPEG basically did a 100-bit chain and said, well, you're insulting Dr. Disrespect because you called him a cartoon character. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You just literally said cartoon characters are a negative association. Who said that? I watched cartoons my whole life, right? I like cartoons. I can understand why some people want to watch a comedic or over-the-top crazy character. They find that entertaining. But I've been there, done that in my life. I don't sit around watching cartoons all day anymore. You know, maybe there's people who like that, and that's why they
Really, Mister? Yeah, can't I watch all
right? There's nothing wrong with that.
SpongeBob
I didn't say
before I
there's
started
anything wrong
playing
with that.
SpongeBob,
I said
dude.
that that's not me, and I wanted to put out genuine content. I'm ready to game, bro. Who's ready? Come on, who's ready? By the way, celebratory bubble blowing for hitting the tips goal for tonight. Thank you guys.
Holy shit.
Very nice.
Not a children's
I
entertainer.
wanted to do something different than be an act or a fake for popularity. A negative against someone who does that. It's not. Listen, Dr. Disrespect obviously found a way to become insanely popular based on a character, right? What's wrong with that? Nothing. But what the hell does that have to do with me saying I don't want to do that? Just because I don't want to do something doesn't mean that it's 100% negative.
You've been ranting because someone pointed out PewDiePie got
it wouldn't feel like
a
a
huge
meaningful
tip.
stream. If right now, every stream I put on glasses and hair and a big outfit, and all right, everyone, yeah.
Big
I'm
outfit
an
like your
80-year-old,
vest,
I'm
you
like, now,
fucking
look at that, look at that, and I'm
hypocrite.
acting over the top, you know? That's not
You're
fun.
literally
It's
wearing a
fun
vest
thinking
because
around me,
of...
right? But that's not who I would want to be.
Oh my
permanently,
god, this is
you
great. I
know?
love it.
I just don't understand that. Like, but if someone else wants to do that, that's okay. Just because I don't like
And
something
Bob
doesn't mean
Ross.
you don't have the right to like it, and also doesn't mean that someone else might not find it fun or popular, and it doesn't mean that it's wrong. Why do people? Again, you know what this really comes down to? Everything's black and white in the minds of simpletons. It's that simple. Everything's black and white. If you're a simpleton and you have the mind of a child, an immature mind, you think this is right, this is wrong. There's no in between, right? I am.
The world's not
mature
black
enough
and white,
to
guys. It's not
understand
black and
that there are
white.
things that I don't like and I don't want to be, but it's perfectly fine to be them and be successful doing that. Okay? I'm happy that I'm me and I'm still
Best
successful.
dollar anyone ever
Okay?
spent.
But then, of course, the shitheads will come and say, oh, you're not successful. Okay, fuck off. Yes, I am. This is my job, and I've been able to do it for 12 years now.
Successful? You had to file for
But the point I'm making
bankruptcy.
is, it's not black and white.
You
Someone
couldn't
else
take
can
your
be
wife
that and
on
be
a
successful. I
honeymoon.
don't have to be that. So when someone comes on my stream and says, oh, very popular streamer got a $10,000 tip tonight. And what does that have to do with me? Obviously, you're trying to make me feel bad by saying something like that. Why? Why would I feel bad? I put out a genuine stream. I had fun tonight. I interacted with you guys. We had a good
How
time.
are you successful?
Right?
You had to file
That's
bankruptcy
all I
and you
care
can't
about.
take your
That's
wife
the only
out
reason
on
I
a
ever sat down
honeymoon.
in front of a camera and
you're
recorded my
still
stream
getting
to
sued
begin
by
with, to put out
Mid-First
something that
Bank.
was genuine and fun. So I'm okay with that. Let them make their money. Let them be characters. Let them be over the top, you know, crazy personalities. And me, I'll be me. And we can agree to disagree on what's popular.
Keith, why do you have to
That's- or,
bring up
excuse
the
me, what's
taint
good.
piercing?
If you like that, fine.
Why?
That doesn't mean that I'm hating on them saying they're bad. Calling Dr. Disrespect a cartoon character because he acts like a cartoon character isn't an insult. It's an observation of fact. And it's okay if you like that content.
Says the guy who blows
Why I have to
bubbles
elaborate on this on my stream
wears
is ludicrous.
vests.
You should be mature enough in your mind to understand that the world's not black and white. Just because I don't want to do something doesn't mean it's bad. Oh my god. RBG
What the
fan,
fuck
no,
is
my,
wrong with
my
that
streams are
guy?
nothing, not even close to being like one of their streams. I dare you to go watch one of those streams and come over here and tell me it's the same content. You're out of your fucking mind. Nothing. If you're actually saying that, you're just fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Cousins Ven, what does me getting a random controller for the Nintendo Switch, like the first sponsorship that I got in years, what does that have to do with comparing to them, who get constant sponsorships and tons of money? Like, what are you talking? Again, it's
Yeah,
like
what are you talking
guys
about?
are,
How
like,
you
literally
dare you
trying to
point out
nitpick
something that I did?
stupid little things that don't prove a point. To try to, like, this is, like, here's the oddball weirdo thing that's not a commonplace with you, Phil, but it happened to you. It's like when people say, but you got
Yes,
Fallout
how
4 for
dare
free
you?
7 years ago, Phil. Yeah, so in my 12 years, I got 5 sponsorships, right? That weren't money or nothing. It was just an opportunity for me to try out a controller or play a game. So what the fuck are you talking about? You have
Oh,
no
he's gonna be
point. You're
so
just being
boned by
stupid.
taxes.
Like,
if he
literally,
hits 1,000
people are
best
distracting me now from having a good stream playing a game with stupid shit. So here you go.
He's
Cousins
already
Van,
boned by taxes.
Sweaty
but
Man JPEG,
can you imagine he gets $100,000
immediately and said, why
just
am I
in
bothering to play with
tips?
idiots? Instead, I'm trying
Just
to
in
be nice and
tips.
like you know, even
By the end of the year.
But you see, now we're just going toward the realm of
Do
idiots.
you
who just
really
wanna
think
attack
he's
me
gonna
for the sake
save
of
up
attacking me. It's fucking stupid.
$33,000
See,
to
here
pay
we
his
go. Yeah,
taxes?
so this guy wants
No.
to be banned. He actually asked for a ban after insulting me all night.
He's gonna
Okay, you can
get
take it.
boned by taxes, and this will
You
be
can take your
hilarious.
ban.
I'm going to love every
You're a complete idiot.
single second of it.
What it is, here's the truth of what's going on with me over the years, okay? You will literally say something about me as a criticism, and I'll say, okay, I accept your criticism. Here's how I feel about it. And people will be like, well, because Phil didn't 100% agree with us, he dismissed our criticism. That's not true. When you give me a criticism, I'll take it
Cat
to heart.
loves your tip,
and you've
Billy.
seen a lot of things I've done over the years. I've changed, okay, as a way of directly responding to criticisms that
I
I've
say
gotten from you guys.
not.
So understand that
You
even
can't
if it's not
criticize them. You
immediate change,
can't.
I do take that
You
stuff
can't
to
even give
heart.
him
I do my
hints
best
like,
to try to become
"Hey,
better every single
how about
day
you do
because
this?"
of the things that you tell
No,
me to
I don't want to
improve
do
upon.
that.
But when
How dare you
in
insult
12
me?
years,
Ban.
12 effing years, I've maybe gotten sponsored 5 times. One of them recently was a controller I got in like March or April. One of them was when I got Fallout 4 for free, 5 years ago? You know? Oh, but you take sponsorships, Phil, don't you see? What?
The
I
chair.
took 5 of them in
What
12
about the chair?
years.
You know the 2
The
chairs.
sponsorship is now gone.
My YouTube business was destroyed by troll activities between the years of 2015 to 2016. It's just fact.
What about the
How is that
chair?
representative of being something that's, oh, you're being hypocritical right now? It's not. You're just an idiot for even fucking saying it. Like, you see what I mean? But this is what people do. is they
What
take
people
this
do,
one little example.
they remember
out
things
of
and
this
they point
giant
out that I
body of
did
stuff that
this.
I've done. How many videos? How many years of work? Oh, but here's one tiny example of something that's controversial or contradictory to what you're saying right now. So it just completely does away with anything that you're saying right now. You're in the wrong. And it's like people go out of their way
I can't
to
get
try to make me look
sponsorships.
like I'm wrong
Well,
constantly,
the 2 chairs,
even though it's them who's
Fallout
stupid.
4,
But they have this crazy
Mario and
crazy
Sonic go to the
mentality
Olympics,
that Phil's
2
always
different
wrong.
controllers.
Phil only does crappy
Oh,
stuff.
there's 6
Phil
right
doesn't
there.
put effort into his work. Phil's this, Phil's that.
Elo Hell.
These
There's
negative
7.
associations with me. Right? That
So
is
there's 7
groupthink
right
thought
there.
That just because you say, oh, see, he says something negative about Phil, it's true. Haha. See that? Like, but no, I just disproved it. I literally just showed, okay, 5 times in 12 years does not mean you have a
7.
case against me. Yet you act
And
like
these are
it
the
doesn't.
ones we can remember off the top of our head.
You're all idiots. You see, why am I going to waste time with these fucking people? Like, literally, here's what I should do. I should see when a dumb comment is made like that, I just ban. Because that's the problem with most viewers do. They ignore it or they ban. But I'm trying to be a personable guy with interactions with my viewing audience, and it seems like I'm wasting my time with these fucking people who are trying to derail the stream tonight, right? So let's keep going, guys. I got a lot of shout-outs to do, so I can't play the game. Only Ice Coffee Cheers said, now people are saying, you putting on a vest in celebration, and sometimes if I just blow bubbles to be silly on the stream is like a
Yeah,
cartoon.
the controller Mario Sonic were this year.
Hold on.
They were this
rewards
year.
hitting a milestone on the stream and not part of a character that you play like Ninja or Doc. Right. I put on a vest and it's the same stream. Just because I'm putting on a vest didn't change me into a character that changes me into someone different who I'm not. The bubble thing has nothing to even do with anything. I'm just doing it for fun. Because a week ago, I was blowing bubbles in Animal Crossing. I said, oh, I have real bubbles. So I just started every once in a while just doing it for silly fun
And
on the
again,
stream.
what
I think
grown-ass
bubbles are
adult
actually
without
fun.
children
So because I think
has
something's genuinely
bubbles?
fun, I blow bubbles. And so, oh, he's a cartoon character. What? Because I did
Why
this.
does he
I'm a
have
cartoon character.
bubbles?
Oh, okay. Whatever you say. So literally anything I do on stream.
Why
I
does
guess
a
I'm cartoon
grown
character,
man
right?
with no children have a children's
You're out of your
toy?
mind. It's so stupid, man.
Dead air.
Dead air. I like that. Wait, let me pause the video.
I say.
Darkseid continues whining for another 30 minutes before finally resuming the game. After well over an hour of moaning, all because of a comment about PewDiePie's tip. Thanks for breaking the boredom, Phil. And thank you, Mighty D, for the video. But next, let's see. Is this the right one? Yes, it is. The Vestival. Ta-da! Wow. So pathetic. Well, here we go, guys.
On everybody, welcome to the 250 Vest Celebration or Vestival 4.0. This is the 4th Vest Celebration that I'm doing here on my live stream. We have hit a whopping, unprecedented.
Yeah, no one knows how many of these other games, because he didn't even admit to the Mario and Sonic until
I put on a
oh,
vest.
I'm quitting. I'm deleting.
Celebration.
You spent $60.
Okay, pretty
I
damn
spent
cool.
$60. I got it as a promo. Fuck you.
I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to outline the whole history of the vest like I've done on previous vest streams. Okay, what I'm going to say is, again, thank you guys so much for your overwhelming support. And if you haven't been tuning into the streams lately and you haven't heard, like, things are going pretty well for me because of your support.
Man, look
What
at
I
him
want to do is
moving
tell
and
you guys a
rocking.
little bit about that, what you guys can expect moving forward.
Moves more
this
than
year,
I
which
do
is
on the
pretty
dance
good stuff.
floor.
In addition to that, I want to talk a little bit about my plans.
Pretty
coming
much
up
every
for the next
50 he
couple of weeks of streaming,
celebrates.
because I've solidified my plans for streaming, and then we're going to open this up to live Q&A for a little while. When we get bored with live Q&A here on the stream, we're actually doing something very different for this Vest Celebration, gameplay. People have requested that I actually do gameplay for this 4th Vestival.
That you do
The
gameplay
viral
on your
sensation Fall
gameplay
Guys,
channel?
Right? Has been very popular this year.
How dare
and
people ask him
ask
to
me
play a
more
video
Fall
game on
Guys,
his
so we're actually gonna
gameplay
do that.
video? It's gonna be Fall Guys.
That doesn't look right? It looks like it moved.
He defends the Cuties
There we
film?
go.
Are you
Well,
kidding me?
It looks like, you know what happens is Jasper sometimes plays with the phone behind me, so I think he knocked that square out of place there. Okay.
And
Now,
remember,
now
he says he can't move because he would have to take the foam down and it would destroy the
Shadow the
wall.
Hedgehog is here and did a 500-bit cheer, biggest cheer of the day.
And he just
I tried
admits,
so hard I got
it's
so far
taped
in
to
the
the
end, it doesn't matter.
wall.
Well, I don't know what that means. It is a song lyric, though.
It's
But I appreciate
taped.
Shadow the
It's
Hedgehog.
almost
I
like a tape. You
appreciate
just take it down. You're
contributions.
done. Mister, I can't move, guys. I can't move
And
from
that's
this
the biggest cheer
place.
so far today.
I'll destroy the
By the way, we're
wall.
already about a fifth of the way to the tip's goal. And I said this on the pre-stream, but I'll say it formally here in the first part of Vestival 4.0. If we hit the tip's goal today, which obviously I hope we do so we can continue the streak, I have a new vest reveal that we'll do live on the stream. And I'll be wearing the new vest for the rest of the stream. And now that vest will make it into the rotation. Also, I made a
Cuties is a film about
announcement
underage girls
here on the stream, on
dancing
the pre-stream, of how the
like
vests
they
are
were
gonna
strippers,
are going to
pretty
actually work
much.
moving forward. So as of today, I'm going to have 6 different vests. All right, that's crazy, and that's a lot, and that's enough. I don't think I need to be adding constant new vests. Okay. So that being said,
Add some more vests.
Twitch has a
Calling it
poll
now.
where you can vote for 5 things. I can't even put all 6 vests into the Twitch poll. So the way it's going to work is moving forward from now. Every stream,
Hey,
if we hit
C-Dub.
the tips goal, a poll will be created in the stream chat for the viewers to vote on what vest they want to see that stream in celebration of hitting that goal. But it's going to be the 5 vests that I did not previously wear the stream before. So let's say, for example, right now I'm wearing the red vest.
Land on
let's say I was
17,
going to wear this
so.
vest for the whole stream, which I'm probably not. I'm probably going to be doing the new vest reveal. But let's say the red vest was the one that I was wearing tonight. Okay? Then later, on the later stream, if the vest goals hit,
Well, his
it's going to
fans
be a poll
defend
for
him,
the
but
other
very
5 colors
poorly.
of vest. See? So whatever vest I wore previously the stream before is not eligible for the next stream. And the reason this works is, number one, it creates variety to the streams. I'm a variety streamer. And you want
Then you
guys
hate
want to see
wearing the
variety
platinum
on
vest,
streams,
even
don't
though
wanna
it's
see the same thing
all
every time.
only thing people
Number two,
want
this
you to
avoids
wear.
troll. People have been trolling, voting for the same vest over and over because they think it's funny that I'm always doing the same vest. This way we get variety, okay? So that's why I'm doing it that way moving forward.
Pretty much, he's not going to
Upskilled
spend any
man
more
for
money.
$10. He's I just got done.
He's gonna keep
working
collecting
with-
money, but he's
wait,
not
I
gonna
just got done
actually
from work.
spend it.
I'm waiting all day for the festival. About to smoke a bowl and watch this. All right, upscaled man. Well, thank you very much for the tip. That's the biggest tip of the day. Let's get you on the leaderboard. And that jumps us to $29 in tips. Thank you very much for the support, everybody. Also, Internet Famous McCroy gifted us a
Oh, you're good,
Lord
C-Dub.
Lava
It's
Lamp.
YouTube's
Congrats, Lord
fault,
Lava
not
Lamp.
yours.
Nice name. And thank you, Internet Famous McCroy, for the
YouTube
channel
does that
support.
a lot.
And CJ Euphoria just resubscribed.
Or I'll
for
be like, I'll be on
whopping
YouTube, like,
46
wait a minute.
months, almost
GGG has a
4
new video? Oh, right.
straight
It's like,
years of support.
aired 4 days ago. Thanks for letting me know, YouTube.
Thank you very much, CJ Euphoria. I appreciate that.
So I
very
can finally
much,
get to
okay?
watch the GGG video.
So, let's start. First of all, guys, 5 months of support. You guys have been outstanding, amazing positivity on my streams this year. I mean, every festival I talk about it, but I do feel like I'm obligated to tell you guys how much you've helped me this year. At the beginning of the vest streak, I was still in a situation where financially my life was falling apart, and I didn't know
It
what was
still
gonna
is
happen. I was
falling
going through a
apart.
Bankruptcy proceeding and everything. Since then, in the last 5 months, here's how positively things have turned around. The bankruptcy was granted. I have gotten caught up on taxes to the point where now I'm basically looking at my situation and saying, it looks like if I can keep the
Holy shit. Again, a lot of people on Twitter will be like, but he didn't win. It's not a win. For a normal person, bankruptcy is not a win. You're right. It's, gee, my wife or husband died. I cannot afford the house and car and lifestyle that we had when I had my wife or husband with me. Now that they're dead, I can't afford that. I have to file bankruptcy because I literally cannot afford this life without my partner. Or, my business is doing good and then coronavirus shut it down and I lost my life savings. I can't do this. I have to file bankruptcy. DSP is not that. DSP is literally, I'm going to buy more half-naked men on WWE Gotcha game. Oh no, I spent too much. I'm filing for bankruptcy. Yay, I won my bankruptcy. Again, he's not someone who lost a loved one and can't afford his lifestyle anymore. He's not someone whose business went under because of coronavirus or something like that. No. He's just a guy who spent all of his money on gin, gambling, and gotcha games. So yes, he did win. When anyone else having to file for bankruptcy is a huge blow to their lives. For him, it's the greatest thing that's ever happened to him. He got rid of $131,000 of credit card debt. But remember, he's still broke. He has no money.
Vest streak going. Instead of worrying about catching up, I get to think about being proactive and actually doing awesome stuff for the rest of this year to improve the quality of the streams. The first thing I'm
Like
looking to
crying
do
and
in
begging for
2020
money?
is get the new consoles. Now, it would be amazing if I can get both, but from all the information that we have gathered about the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X or Series S, because it seems there's going to be 2 models just like the PlayStation 5.
His credit is fucked, but he can
It
still
seems to me
get a
the
credit card.
absolute must-have console at launch.
Never
is the
forget,
PlayStation
they
5.
make credit cards
The
for
Xbox
people
Series
like
X
him.
pretty much doesn't have much launch content outside of that game Medium, which, by the way, apparently can also be played on regular Xbox One. So it's really no demand to absolutely have the Xbox Series X at launch, except for the fact that obviously I want to cover it. I want to unbox it. I want to hook it up. I want to show you guys the dashboard of it and all the features of it and play games on it at launch so we can have that cool feeling.
So you get
of
that
a
video
hype
that gets me
launch. I
10,000
covered
views,
both
guys.
The PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One launches the same way that I would love to do for these new consoles, and you guys loved it. It was actually one of the most popular things I did at that point on YouTube. People went
i.e.
crazy
made him
for
money.
the launch content videos that I did of the PS5 and the Xbox One. Okay? So, I would love to get both. I don't know if I'll be able to, but as long as nothing crazy happens, unexpected right now.
Yeah, mind
it
you,
looks
if
like
he
I
gets
can
a new
afford
credit
at least
card,
one, and if
it's
that
going to
is
be
case,
the
it's gonna
highest
PlayStation 5,
interest
what I'm
rate
looking to do
allowed
is
by
get a
law.
PS5 and maybe like that headset that's coming for it at launch, because PS5 supposedly is going to have 3D audio and the headset's going to have it enabled. It makes sense to have it already by default rather than going to look for a third-party headphone or whatever that's going to support it or whatever. I need new headphones. My current headphones are...
Wait for it. Again, he just said he doesn't just want his fans to give him money for a PS5 and Xbox X Series, whatever. He also wants them to give him the money for a new headset. Why doesn't he need a new headset? Prepare yourself. This is absolutely disgusting.
Wearing out. I've never showed you this on camera, but if you take a look at the headphone pads, you'll actually see they're...
You'll see that the fucker doesn't clean himself. The sweat and the grease buildup is ruining the cups on his headphones. Mind you, someone looked it up. $12. You can go to Amazon and get replacements for $12. $12. But he wants his fans to send him hundreds of dollars in tips, just a tip, to buy new headphones. Instead of spending $12 and getting new cups.
falling apart. You see that? They're falling apart, and every day when I put on my headphones now, foam pieces are all over my face. And I looked online, and it looks like you can't get replacement headphone things. Here's how they work, by the way. They're magnetic,
fucking
and they come off
dust,
just like that. So you're supposed to be able to buy replacements and put them on, but they don't sell them anymore. I look all over the internet. I can't find.
Yes, they do. Someone went on
for this thing.
Amazon.
Like
they sell them for $12 on Amazon.
And I believe these are the 2016 models. So you're talking 4-year-old headphones. They're probably only making new accessories and things for the new model, not the old model. So I'm kind of stuck.
$12.
Okay.
They're
supposed to clean them. I do clean them, genius. Every single day I wipe these down. Every single day. This is
no, you don't.
Grease for my hair.
Killers here.
Of course, they got to be
$5 a month.
So, what I'm thinking is PlayStation 5 and that new headphones, obviously at launch, and then games for the PlayStation 5. So, if and when they actually announce that the pre-orders are open for the PlayStation 5, I'm looking forward to that because I'd like to jump on and pre-order one. Now, am I going to get it at GameStop and pick it up physically? Fuck no. Especially with coronavirus. I mean, fuck all that. I'm just going to get it online, probably from Amazon. You think
No, I can't go and physically pick it up, dude. That would require going outside. What if the treasurer sees me? What if evil AJ's the cashier at GameStop, guys?
Amazon will probably have the pre-orders just like everybody
paranoid.
else. I have Amazon Prime, so I'll probably be able to get it like at launch day, and that would be pretty awesome. Now, I would love to get both, but we have to see how things go in the next few months, and hopefully nothing crazy bad happens or whatever.
Mind you, he sits
like
in the
said,
middle
I'm
of his
behind
left
the scenes on
seat.
My tax situation. It's
He doesn't sit in the right cushion,
which is good.
He doesn't sit in the left cushion.
The best support.
He sits right in the middle where there's no
The
cushion.
last 5 months, it's looking like the console launches will be good. I will probably be covered and be able to get them both, and maybe even do the launch day unboxings and hooking it up live on stream and playing the launch games with all of you guys, just like I did last console gen. All right, I'm excited for this. I hope that everything works out. Okay.
He needs a new headset, guys, but he doesn't have the money for it.
Just did an $11 tip.
$5,000 isn't enough to buy a new headset.
Haiku mod sounds good. He says the vest still lives on.
So you just need a mask to go to GameStop.
Oh no! Day after day we get tips. Wait, day after day we get tips. It is correct. I screwed up. And then may the streak stay strong. Cool. 575.
What if he's tired of delivering shit to him, huh? Like, I had to deliver you to an exercise bike and then I have to come pick it up a week later. What the fuck's wrong with you? On for days? You mean on for months? He doesn't turn them off.
So far on the stream where
he's already said the only time his consoles and PC are turned off is when there's a power outage.
Yeah, very nice. All right. Also, Golden Nobles cheered and said, Ciara Bahiana said, I look mighty cute today. Well, thanks for the compliment and thanks for the cheer. All right. So that's number one. That's the primary thing.
So yeah, he only turns them off when there's a power outage and they get turned off
consoles, right?
Outside of his control.
In addition to that, something else that I would like to do if we can keep the vest support going is I want to get rid of this couch, which is going to cost money. I probably got to pay a good amount of money to have movers come in here and get this fucking couch out of here. I don't have a truck. I don't have.
You could pay neighborhood kids to pull that shit out of your house.
The delivery guys delivered it and moved it in here. I can't do that by myself. Excuse me.
You could pay neighbor kids to move that out of your house.
A new chair of some sort. What kind of chair? I'm not sure. It could just be the brown chair that I've had from Connecticut because I still have that over in the storage nook. The thing is, I don't know how that's going to work out. I don't know how much support it has. I don't know how comfy it'll be. I need to try it out. Also, camera and stuff. So chances are I'm going to get rid of this couch. I'm going to put that brown chair in here at some point during this year. And we're going to see how that looks. If that looks good, great, we'll keep it. But maybe it won't be comfy enough or whatever. We'll have to see. Once we figure out if it's good enough or if I need to get a new chair.
Well, then sit in the chair now while it's still in the nook.
I want to get a green screen setup. You guys have asked me for a green screen setup for so effing long. I said, all right, why don't I finally do it? Right now, you can very easily.
He never turns them off unless there's a power outage. You're right, endless.
A green screen setup that's like a square on a stand that goes behind you when you're streaming. They sell them sets. You can buy them on Amazon. You can buy them.
You already have a green screen.
So I'd like to get one of those and try to position it behind.
It is sitting in your garage.
This goes right to the wall.
Why would you buy a new one when you already have one?
This couch is huge. Once this couch is out here and it's just a chair, I should actually have room behind me to do this. That's why I was never able to do it before now. So I got a chair
You
and position it
already
inches
have
out
a
of the
green
here
screen.
in the office, so that we could do that. Like right now, I obviously wouldn't use a green screen, just talking to you guys. But obviously, when I'm doing gameplay, and I'm in a webcam, and a little, you know, I wouldn't even need the border anymore. We get rid of the border; it's just me playing a game, right? So we're gonna try that out. Okay. So that'll be cool. And then
It's not bald,
the other
patchy
improvement
beard,
that I'd
dude.
like to
It's
do,
white
something you guys have
hairs.
asked me for years, a new webcam. Now that might take some research, and it may take some doing because I need to get a good one.
4K
right now, the webcam I
Brio.
have does 1080p, but not great. As you can see, it looks blurry, right? It's not a great webcam. It's a tiny little lens. It has 0 zooming capabilities. I'd like to get a webcam that maybe has a
I
big
highly
lens,
doubt
lots
that.
of light. When I used to buy cameras, I used to look for the Carl Zeiss lens. Carl Zeiss makes these really great lenses that just have very crisp quality to them. So maybe something with a high quality lens or something like that. You know, or someone suggested, don't even
Brio.
get just a webcam.
It's a webcam.
Get a camera. Get an actual digital camera or camcamcorder that you can plug and
You
live stream.
don't
on your
need a
computer with. Those are
DSLR
really high
camera.
quality. So I would maybe look to do something like that too. Okay. So we'll see. We'll see what I can do this year. Guaranteed, as long as things don't go
4K
bad, I'm
Brio
getting a new console,
camera.
and it's probably going to be the PS5. All right. So that's a positive thing directly because you guys have been so supportive this year that I can do because of the vest stream. Okay. Then hopefully I can also get the Xbox Series X. Then the
Okay, right
next
now
thing
they're a
would
little
obviously
pricey
be, you know,
because
new couch,
of
screen setup and
Corona
all
and
that.
everyone's buying them.
That's
so
what I'm
they're
looking
sold
to
out
do, and then the
everywhere.
webcam.
But
Hopefully I can do all. It would be great if I could do all this by the end of the year. But
I got mine on sale for like
let's see how
$129.
the crazy fall gaming season goes, where my cost is going to go up to do everything. All right, and we'll go from there.
So it does 4K at 30
Okay.
frames. It does 1080p at 60 frames.
All right. Upscaled man. Now
I greatly
$15.
enjoy it. I greatly
Let's
enjoy
get
my
Festival
webcam.
5.0. New vest reveal. Let's go. I love you, Phil. Thank you, Upscaled man. So you're back to being the top tipper of the day. Let's get that up on the leaderboard.
He might move the PS4 and the Xbox One to the floor so he can put the PS5 and the Xbox Series
That
X
jumps us
on
to
the
$55
shelves.
in tips. Thank you. We are more than halfway to the tips goal now. Pissing Demon, resubscribed for 32 months. Thank you, Pissing Demon, for being such a long-standing supporter of the channel. I appreciate that. Fart Suppressor Pillow, which is not really negative because I actually have a fart suppressor pillow on the couch. I'm not kidding. Timmy, $4.20, and says, detractors would definitely tip $100 for a couch goal where you have to stop your stream to drag your old couch back out. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm just saying that's how dumb things are right now. I'm not surprised. Thank you for a $4 tip. We're now up to $59 in tips. Okay. Well, you guys don't believe me? Okay, fine. You want to see it? It's my fart suppressor pillow. It's really not a fart suppressor. What it is I told you guys, this couch is so terrible that the cushions have sunken in. When I sit down, I sink like 6 inches into the couch. There's 0 support on this couch when I sit on it. It actually hurts my legs and my back sitting on this couch all day.
You
but I have
poor
to.
baby.
When I bought this couch, it was actually firm. It was actually a firm,
You
nice
sit
couch.
in the
I spent
middle.
a
You
year
don't shit
of
on the
sitting here
cushions. You
doing
sit in the
gaming
middle
all day
like
out
an
of my
idiot.
office. The couch completely like sunk in and became a piece of shit. And I've tried things over the years. I have a thing over there. It's one of those gel like honeycomb
Because
seat
you
things to boost
refuse to
myself
sit
up.
in a proper
I've tried sitting on
place.
pads and cushions. Nothing. The thing sucks. This couch absolutely sucks.
It sucks,
And now I understand why
guys.
everyone
It
who games full-time uses
sucks.
some kind of a chair.
So give me money.
What's funny though is the couch I had in Connecticut, it sunk in. Don't get me wrong, it sunk in over time, but not as bad as this couch. Like this couch was actually expensive. I bought this from a furniture store, name brand couch, and this thing sucks. It sunk in so quickly. I'm so disappointed. So I'm getting rid of this, and I'm just gonna get a chair to be in here in the office. It makes more sense, and it'll be better support for me or whatever. Okay.
What image is that?
Okay. So let's continue. So guys, thank you for the support.
I have no idea
Positive
what my
things coming
background
later this
image.
year,
Which one
because
it
of
is?
your support with the best streak and
Oh,
everything.
at
going on. All right.
bats.
Now,
Happy Sunday,
I've made the
Phil.
announcement
Discussion
today,
your
I'm not
tub
gonna
for
be
the
getting any
day.
more vests in the near future.
And the
At
future.
all. I'm just not going to do it.
And
I
the
think 6
past.
vests is going to be more than enough for the foreseeable future. In fact, I probably will not get another vest for the rest of the year. The exception being maybe for a holiday, like maybe I'll get a holiday themed vest or something like that for holidays coming up, especially if we're going to be doing holiday celebrations. Maybe I'll get a silly vest just for that day. But in general, I'm probably not going to be doing any more new vests because I think 6 is more than enough. Now, what I did say was that if there's a vest that people just really don't like, and it almost never gets voted on stream, I'm okay with phasing a vest out and replacing it with a new one. But the way that with Twitch polling working, only having 5 options in a poll, I can really only have 6 vests. You see what I'm saying? The vest that's eliminated because it was on last stream and 5 to vote for. So we kind of are limited right now with what we can do. Okay. Okay, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that is so
Now,
disgusting thing about
before we get to the
Excalibur.
Q&A segment, which is going to start in a moment, I have an announcement. I have decided what I'm going to be doing for streaming for the next couple of weeks until the new releases hit in early September. Now, I know fully that no matter what I say, people are going to be disappointed. Because right now, there's people who want to see me play Battletoads. There's people who want to see me play this new game from Don't Nod. There's people who want to see me play Batman Arkham City Remaster. There's people who want to see me play the Samurai Jack game that just came out on Friday. There's people who are like, when are you doing the Control DLC with Adam Wake that's coming out? So you see what I mean? There's so much going on in gaming right now that people, no matter what I select to play, people are going to be disappointed. And I understand
God damn, that
I know there's nothing I can
shaking
as they say.
moving on
you
the
can please
freaking
all of the people
screen.
some of the time.
Like,
some
dude,
of the
calm
people
down.
all of the time, but you can't please all the people all the time. And being this is a unique time where the summer's been chock full of new games and everything, it's been very hard to weigh and balance and know what to do. All right. The thing is, for the next couple of weeks, I have to focus in on Paper Mario a bit. I have to do at least one major stream of Paper Mario the Origami King the next 2 weeks to get as far into the game as I can. So that way I'm not
Damn, so
lagging
much
behind in
rocking
that
back and
playthrough.
forth.
All right. So just so I hope you guys understand.
Like, why?
That's why I'm doing it like this, okay? Oh, wait a minute. Well, I was just about to announce what I'm going to be doing, and I got a bunch of tips coming in, so let's actually shout out these tips. First of all, the other master tipped me $1 and said, I'm thinking about this idea for your next viewer's choice. I'd like to see a genre-based voting, for example, platformers. People can vote for those types of games, and then maybe some of those can get a chance to win instead of random genres, just a thought. The other master, I think that's a great idea, and the reason I say that is because, sadly, if you look at the games that have been winning viewer's choice, it's basically two kinds of game. Insanely long JRPGs or old-school platformers, because the viewer's choice have been Donkey Kong 64, Banjo-Tooie, Fire Emblem Three Houses, Divinity Original Sin 2. Jesus. See what I mean? It ends up being the same thing over and over.
Oh, it's totally that
when I leave it
opaque.
open.
100%
And I've already announced this. I said there's absolutely no way I could do another lengthy JRPG. Divinity Original Sin 2 has to wait till I finish Fire Emblem. I might not finish Fire Emblem till the end of this year. So
because you play like 3 hours of it at a time.
Viewer's choice.
If you actually played it instead of only doing chunks here and there, you'd actually beat it.
Maybe selection, and the genre of RPGs will have to be out because I'm already going to be playing another RPG. You see what I'm saying? So let's see what happens. But I like that suggestion. Thank you for that one.
Viewer's choice.
Lunabot to
Absolutely
be $25 to become the top tipper of the day. Let's get Lunabot up on the leaderboard because that is the top tip of the day. Okay. Oops, what the hell? Where'd the 5 go? That gets us up to $85 in tips. Thank you, Lunaba. And Lunaba says, remember when around the 100 Vest Streak Festival you said this may be the end of the streak? Hats off the DSP community celebrating with beer and beef jerky on this end. Yeah, and you know, again, I just want to emphasize something. I am so grateful for your support, guys. And you guys know this can't last forever. I know this can't last
But if it ever
forever.
ends,
there's no way that every single time I
I'm gonna have to kill myself.
I'm gonna be hitting a tips goal of $100. It's just, it's not sustainable. I realize that, but I'm riding this wave of positivity and enjoying every moment of it.
Wave of positivity, guys.
Right? And
it's a wave.
It's just awesome. The vibe of positivity around the streams has been amazing. And now I can actually make improvement. That was the thing. A lot of people were very critical of me the past few years, admittedly so, and here's why. They said, Phil, you know, we contribute to you, but it always seems like it's a black hole. Because it always seems like no matter how much we contribute,
it is a black
you're always
hole.
still having problems. You're always still in debt, and nothing's getting better. I agree with you. I actually 100% agree with everyone. I feel bad,
His
and
viewers'
I honestly
choice are always not a
have
choice.
regret
It's
and remorse
his
that for the past few
choice.
years you guys supported me
What
so
he
much, but
feels
because
like
I got
playing.
myself into such a terrible financial situation, I couldn't really give back. There was no way that I could say, okay, thanks for the support. Now let's improve all these things because I was in so much debt, and now you guys know. See, that was the thing. Back then, people always made this up.
But now you're not
And they
in
said,
debt,
"Phil's full of
so
shit."
where's all the money
All right,
going?
But I'm not. You know, because of the bankruptcy, all my records were made public, and you guys saw I wasn't making it up. I was that bad off. And so now, because
You were
things have
lying
been
and
flipped in
including
a positive light,
microtransactions
I can
from
actually
gacha
do good. I
games.
can get the consoles. I can make improvements to the stream. It's like, holy shit, this is the first time in years I've been able to consider doing this stuff. I'm feeling great about it. So, yeah. Now, here's the thing, though. I know this won't last forever. But thank you for as long as it has lasted, and if it continues, thank you again. I want to keep doing positive things. I want to keep making positive changes to the streams. All right?
YouTube has never and will
And
never be a job.
I hope I can. All right, so thank you.
It can be a fun hobby.
For the support and
You
for
can even
helping
make a
me
lot of money.
turn my
Just ask
life around.
PewDiePie.
Really, guys, thank
But
you.
don't turn it into a job.
Murdoch
Seriously.
tipped me $25. So, ladies and gentlemen, guess what that means? I think you know. Murdoch says, here's to one for the road to 300. Stay positive, Phil. Thank you very much, Murdoch, for the $25 tip. Now, in addition to that,
Tax information,
Moonwalkman
probably
tipped me
not.
$5. Said, Phil, how you doing? Here's another haiku.
Or Kiwi Farms would have found it by
250,
now.
A wonderful long vest streak. Free the stinky couch. Have fun, Phil. Thank you, Moonwalkman. And then, Upscaled Man tipped me another $15. And he said, boom, Vest Revival, let's get it. Fire. All right, so that is another $45 in tips. That jumps us up to $130 in tips today, guys. Thank you so much. Let's get that updated. And yes, that means it's time for a new vest reveal.
It's the camouflage.
We have hit streak 251. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, you guys ready for the vest reveal? All right, here we go.
It's the
Something different.
dumbest one I've ever seen yet. I thought the platinum one was pretty stupid, but this one's even dumber.
Okay.
And he's already said he's not buying any
I
more.
haven't even tried this on, so I have no idea how this looks.
So now when you give him money and you reach 300, you get absolutely
The
nothing.
new vest.
Over $30,000,
Ah.
you get absolutely nothing.
How about a nice military camo vest? Now, that's very different from all the other vests that I've been wearing on stream, right? It's also very thin. It's very light, so I can wear this during the summer and not sweat my ass off. Okay, an army vest.
You
or
live in
military
an
camo
AC
vest.
room.
No, not stolen
that
valor.
room is very small and is
No,
fully
I was
closed
never.
off and
let
has
me,
AC
let me
on.
preface this by saying I was never in the armed forces, and I'm not stealing any valor from anyone. I'm just wearing a military camo vest. What do you mean you can't see it?
He's in like a 130
What do you mean you
square
can't see
foot
the
room
vest?
with an
Oh, you
AC
must be
unit
joking.
that
Okay, 'cause it's camo.
covers a
Get it.
450
Can't
square
see
foot
the
room.
vest. All right, so this
Literally
is
like
vest.
triple
We
the
now have
amount of what
beige,
that
blue,
room is.
platinum,
That AC is built
red,
for.
gray,
How the
and
is he
camo.
still hot?
Those are the 6 vests, and these will be for the
Sounds
foreseeable future.
fun.
These will be the vests that we'll be working with. Okay, now like I said, we may actually have maybe some holiday themed stuff going on coming up. I'll think about it. I'll see what I can find. But I'm not going to add officially anything to the official rotation.
He was, according to him, he was
until
thinking about the
basically,
military,
I
but the
feel it's
recruiter's like,
appropriate. Let's say for
oh,
the
I
next
can't wait
2
for you to come
months,
back.
There's a vest
Oh,
that
he
only
said
gets
I was going to
voted
come back.
twice.
Fuck it, I'm not
Okay,
coming
well, then
back.
obviously people don't like that vest, and maybe I'll swap it out for a new one. Okay, and actually, I do have a few ideas. I do have a few. I think 2 or 3 different ideas for new vests. I actually do, but I don't want to have too many. There's no way we can have that as an option. Okay. Kubi Contracts, I like the vest. Makes you look like
Yes.
an uncle. Oh my god.
He has a
There you go.
AC
Reverse
unit
flashes
meant for
during the gunner
450
glasses
square
would look really
feet
good with this vest.
and
Well,
130
you know
square
the
foot
gunner
room.
glasses are tier 2 subs.
And yet somehow he gets hot.
Okay. So shout out to Golden Nobles who cheered and said
Shout
pink
out.
vest time, baby. No, not a pink vest. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Golden Nobles. Cute Teacup subscribed to the channel for 19 straight months.
I'd be down
Thank
with
you
a
very much,
pink
Cute Teacup, for
vest
19
if he
months
got
support.
one.
Let's see here. Well, here you go. Shakespeare tipped me $3 and says, I wrote an incredible DSP poem. Here it is. Get ready for this, guys. Dark Side Phil, pretty as a daffodil, not a shill, has incredible will. He has a lot of gaming skill. Never would he kill. His stream is God's will. I don't know about that. From here on, it's all uphill. Let's all tip a $1 bill. Wow. Well, thank you very much.
Actually wasn't too bad.
Shakespeare. I'm not sure that Shakespeare ever wrote anything so eloquent. I'm
The
just
tipper
saying.
actually wasn't that. That was actually a pretty good
Okay.
poem.
So, guys, thank you for the support. I appreciate it very much. I'll
Putting it
wear
all
the
together
camo
like
vest for the rest
that.
of today's stream, unless if we. The other thing
Yes,
is, if we
he's not a
double tip
cartoon
skull
character,
or triple
dude.
tip skull, and we have another reward. We can swap vests too. That's one of the things we can do. Remember. So we'll see what happens here. Okay. Now, what I would like to do is open up the stream to Q&A.
Electronics
for a
that are
little
never
bit,
turned
maybe 20,
off.
30
Don't
minutes,
forget that.
And then we're gonna actually, after the Q&A, we're gonna swap over and play some Fall Guys because you guys gave me overwhelming feedback.
Man,
Saying,
my neighbor's
we want some
being noisy.
gameplay on these vest celebrations.
They
So
got
I'm gonna do
a
some Fall
cornhole
Guys
tournament going on
before
next
we take
door.
a break, and during the break, I'm gonna get the food for DSP Tries It, which we'll do live, and then we'll close the stream with more Fall Guys. Okay. So
Fall
let's get some
Guys.
Q&A going. We got Not a Mouse who just did a 50-bit cheers. His longtime viewer, first time caller. Here's a camo haiku. I like the vest, Phil. Is it bulletproof or not? Here's 5 syllables. What a cop-out to finish the haiku. I'm pretty sure with how thin this vest is, it's not bulletproof. I purposely got the thinnest camo vest I could find because I wanted one that was not going to make me sweat.
And he does
I
that
mean, no
zero
lie,
thing.
That platinum vest is heavy, and I have been sweating like...
That fucking zero thing. I have never seen anyone count on their hands and count 0 like that.
Before we take a break, and during the break, I'm going to get the food for DSP Tries It, which we'll do live, and then we'll close the stream with more Fall Guys, okay? So,
Wait
let's get
for
some
it.
Q&A going. We got Not a Mouse, who just did a 50-bit cheers. His longtime viewer, first-time caller. Here's a camo haiku. I like the vest, Phil.
Wait for it.
Is it bulletproof or not?
There it is, 0.
Here's 5 syllables. What a cop-out to finish the haiku.
You can see that he did the 0 with his hand, but he had like the fist
bulletproof.
facing towards you, but he still does the 0, like right there.
Camo vest I could
Just
find
0.
because I wanted one that was
And then
not going
counts,
to
like,
sweat. I mean,
who
no
the
lie, that platinum vest is heavy, and I have been
Who
sweating
counts
like
a
crazy
0
when I wear
like
these things.
that?
It's the summer, it's hot here in Washington, and I'm like sitting here covered in sweat. I'm like, oh god, but I do it because
It is not
you
hot
guys
in
are so
Ranting,
supportive. That's why I do it.
Washington.
But I was like, man, at least now we got a vest that is in the rotation that won't be like that. Lego Mario just tipped me $1 asking if I'm going deer hunting
69
in this new vest.
degrees.
Let's see a sweater vest.
So
for the
hot,
holiday
guys.
season.
I'm
We may,
dying
like I
in
said,
my
maybe for, like,
AC
Christmas time, maybe
office
I'll do a special vest
when it's
for,
69
like, Christmas
degrees
time. We'll
out.
see. Okay.
Being-
See what I can find. Thank you for the $1 tip there, Lego Mario.
Probably saw my video about making fun of her showing the 0, so he
And
shows the fist.
Deech
But you can still
to
see
subscribe. Thank you,
his
Deech,
hand
for the
isn't
sub. I
clenched.
appreciate that.
It's open.
Okay.
He's counting 0. He's just counting 0 with his fist towards
Well, I'll be
you.
playing Samurai Jack
so you
soon.
don't see him
I got
counting the
completely
0.
derailed. I was going to announce what I'm doing. Oh my god, I can't believe I got derailed. Because thank you for your contributions, guys. All right, so as I was saying before I got distracted, okay. So this
You're a
coming
fat,
week,
worthless
this
piece of
Monday,
shit?
actually,
Yes, you
I'm
are.
starting something new. All right, and I weighed and balanced all the options out there. I wanted to say what's the best thing for stream, and here's the thing. after looking at everything that's available out there, you know, we got Samurai Jack just came out on Friday. Battletoads just came out on Wednesday.
He should do Samurai
Jack. I don't
Jack.
understand that DLC for Control with Alan Wake is coming out this week. And then by the end of the month is that game Tell Me Why from Don't Not. And then, of course, Batman Arkham City Remaster's been out for a long time. I weighed and balanced everything. And basically what I decided is as follows. Due to the events that have just happened, all right? You might say, what am I talking about? Well, guess what just happened? There was a special event today. It's still happening. The DC Fandom event, where they're announcing all this DC Comics content, including a new Suicide Squad movie by James Gunn, as well as all these updates on all these projects. They just had a trailer for the new Wonder Woman movie that played. But the thing they just announced is there's a new Batman game called Batman Gotham Knight that doesn't have Batman. All right? It's actually Gotham Knights. And what it is all the characters who survived the Arkham trilogy of games. It's Robin, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Batgirl. And they're all basically in Gotham doing their thing as superheroes fighting supervillains. Now, this is made by the game company WB Montreal that made Arkham Origins, and just made me a little nervous because I didn't really like Arkham Origins, okay? But it's pretty cool. This announcement, everyone's hyped. They saw the gameplay trailer about 4.5 minutes, and everyone's
the Origins' biggest issue is that there's nothing original about it.
It's supposed to be coming out next year. Finally, a new Batman game after such a low. The last Batman game was Arkham Knight, which was in 2015. If you can believe it, 5 years ago. So people really want a new Batman game, but it's not a Batman game because there's no Batman. He's dead. So it's kind of cool. It's all the characters from the Batman games, but not Batman. It's going to have good variety, I feel. Also, by the way, the game has co-op. All right, so in light of
you don't play co-op, so it doesn't matter if it has co-op.
I am going to be playing Batman Arkham City Remastered starting on Monday. And so it's going to be a balance between that and Nier Automata for the next couple of weeks. And there will be one major stream of Paper Mario every week as well.
Co-op with anyone.
And then I'm
so it doesn't matter if it has co-op.
Until new releases start in early September. The new releases are Marvel's Avengers.
Why would he look at the camera, dude?
Those will be the new games that I'll be doing in September. Okay. What I'm guessing is I will more than likely finish up Nier Automata before the new games in September. People are saying the C run is pretty lengthy, but then I don't need to redo a whole other run after the C run of Nier Automata because there's only D&E endings, which is where you do different choices to get different endings, but those don't take a long time to do. So basically, I'm 2/3 through my Nier Automata run. And so I probably will beat it within a week or two. So that's good. That'll be finished up. And I could definitely see doing Marvel's Avengers and Tony Hawk and then balancing in there with the conclusion of Arkham City.
Tony Hawk with no music because he needs that YouTube
so
revenue.
I think this is going to work well. Again, I know some of you
YouTube's
are
an
going to be
archive.
disappointed. Some of you are going to be very
but I had
disappointed.
music
You wanted
off
to
for
see
Tony
all these
Hawk.
other odds and ends games. Here's the thing. Like, it was either Arkham City or a bunch of odds and ends games. I don't know how long they are. I don't know if people would like them. I know Arkham City, number one, is a great game. It's the best in the Arkham trilogy. And number two, it's going to give me a lengthy amount of content to take me
Arkham City is probably the best out of the 3 Arkham games.
Versus, I don't know how long. Samurai Jack, Battletoads is only 3 hours long, supposedly. We don't know how long the DLC for Control is. So
he finished Ghost of Tsushima last night. He got platinum on it.
We don't know how long they're going to be.
So he should be done with it, I think.
I'd rather play a game that I know I'm going to enjoy, and I know is going to give me a lengthy amount of content, which is what I need for the next couple of weeks to take me into September. Okay? Fair enough? So there you go. And I'm sorry, again, I'm sorry to those who I've upset, who wanted to see me play all those smaller games, but I figured it was a safer bet to do Batman. And being that everyone's hyped about Batman right now because of the Gotham Knights announcement, that's why I want to do Batman. Fair enough?
Instead of the game Divinity Original Sin that actually won the game poll.
Gifted a subscription to Eric the Oni. Congratulations to Eric the Oni, and thank you, Guitar Player, for the support. Good to see you, by the way. Phil needs a haircut. To be $5, so we need a purple polka dotted vest. I'm not even aware that they sell purple polka dotted vests.
I was like, Tony Hawk's soundtrack is so good. I was
online for vests, but I think
no, we can't have it, guys.
Incidentally, I'm getting a haircut in about a week and a half. Yes, the first week of September, I'm getting another trim. Username tipped $1.
You don't need a trim. What do you need your haircut
for? Where is the vest
for?
at? I cannot see it at all. Please show us the vest. Alrighty then.
You don't need a haircut.
The camo vest, you can't see it. Thank you very much. Username for the $1 tip.
That's as thin as your hair is, dude. You think you stop getting a cut?
Dude, I went to Bevmo to get food real quick. You actually got the camo vest pretty freaking sweet. Looks hella good. Thank you. You like it? See, I don't know anymore because some people say they like it. Like, people said they liked the gray vest last month, and then no one really asked for the gray vest the whole last month. So people really like the red vest, but then people don't really vote for it. They vote for the platinum, you see? I hope you guys like it. I wanted something completely different. All the other vests are solid color. This one's something different. So hopefully you guys like this vest. Phil Smokes Crack, Timmy $10. Gee, thanks. He says, I'm just messing with you. Don't ban me. I think this name is funny. I can't ban you anyway because you tipped me that. That's not your Twitch name, so how would I even ban you? But thank you for the $10 tip regardless. Okay.
And how do you know that's not his Twitch
Golden
name?
Noble said, should have bought a Nerf gun to go along with the vest. We could have played Army. And Zebra cheered and said, why are you playing Arkham City specifically and not Arkham Asylum Remaster? Because Arkham City, I feel, is the best game in the trilogy. Arkham Asylum Remaster is good, don't get me wrong. I really like Arkham Asylum. But, number one, Arkham Asylum is a shorter game. It actually does a lot of repetition in the areas you go to in Arkham Asylum. And I don't know. People basically voted for Arkham City in the viewer's choice.
Arkham
That's really
City
what I'm basing
is
this off of. We just did
better.
that viewer's choice poll last month, and number 1 was Divinity Original Sin 2, which I'll be doing when I finish Fire Emblem. Number 2 is Nier Automata, which I'm currently doing, and number 3 in the poll was Batman Arkham City Remaster. So that's why we're doing Arkham City, because it seems to be.
And
the
yeah,
one
he's
everyone
playing
wants
every
to see
game
again.
but
He's
the
best
winner.
one in the trilogy, so that's why. Lego Mario took me another $1. He says the playthrough for Ride to Hell Refuting.
You're not wrong,
dead,
Heretic.
Or do you plan on finishing it someday?
You're not wrong.
I mean, that's an interesting question. I don't know if I'm ever going to go back to it at this point. The thing is, I actually liked the game. As bad as I recognize the game is, I actually enjoyed playing it, but my viewing audience didn't really like it, so I stopped playing it. So maybe one day I'll go back to it if people really want to, but I really haven't had any demand for it.
Or play Astral Chain like the
Lego
fans
Mario
asked
took
you
another
to.
$1. He said if you want obscure design vest, you might have to buy a woman's vest. Well, I guess you're right. You know, the more fancy and elaborate stuff usually is for women. Men usually have more basic stuff. You're right. And I don't appreciate that because I think that's sexist. So that's bullshit. I want elaborate,
That's
fancy
bullshit,
vests.
guys. Give me a
Start
fancy
fucking designing,
vest.
You racist. You sexist. Excuse me. Anyway, thank you for another $1 tip. Deech just gifted 5 subscriptions to the channel. Looks like we have to update the sub count because we got a lot of subs today. He gifted us to Be the Colonel, Winganarian, Majin Buu, Grim Xena, and Chili Pimp. Congratulations.
I think he
to you
did finish
guys. I think we
Scarface
gifted subs.
finally.
Let's actually see how many subscriptions we have now.
Because Cat was cleaning his office and found a
We're
disc
up to
behind his
724. And
pouch.
the stream says 723.
So he finally
Wow.
got around to
well,
beating
I guess we
it.
really didn't have many new ones. I guess a lot of them had expired today. All right. Well, thank you guys for the sub support. Tarantula MS.
I say just started it a couple days ago. It's actually pretty good.
Phil, have you ever beat
I'm
the Dark
enjoying it.
Eons in Final Fantasy X? Those guys have been a pain in my ass. To my knowledge, we beat a couple of. I don't think we beat all of them, but didn't I beat a few of them at least? I think I did. I don't think I beat all of them. I think they're like crazy grinds, all right? But I'm pretty positive we beat at least 1 or 2. I remember getting a trophy for it. Abak tipped me $1 and says, you said you'd never been in the armed forces. I remember from ages ago you said something about having an interview to be an officer. You didn't like the guy's attitude. I just talked about this the other day. Yeah, when I was graduating from high school, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and I was weighing and balancing all of my options. I could go to university to train for a future job, or I could just get a job right out of high school, or I could go to the military. And I went for an interview at the Army Recruitment Office.
So far I haven't needed
And
any help.
The guy there was very, very nice.
It's
but
pretty much
also very
straightforward so
cocky.
far.
And basically after having an interview, telling him all about myself, all my extracurriculars, my education, the fact that I was the valedictorian of my high school, he was very impressed, and he said, I definitely feel you're officer material, and we'd like to recruit
Because your
you.
mom and
But
dad
the
did
way
your
he
homework
ended
for
the
you.
inter- ended
Calling
the
it now.
interview, all right, was weird to me. Because after this nice interview where actually I had a good time, I thought it was a good interview, he said to me, I know you're going to come back here, man. There's no way you wouldn't come back and do this because it's so attractive or whatever. I can't remember the exact wording he used, but basically he was so cocky and full of himself and his belief in the armed forces that there was
That's
no
coming from
way
DSP,
that I would
Mr.
turn it
Cocky.
down. Now, here's the thing. I was
Pretty funny.
seriously
DSP
considering
sure
doing
is
this
cocky
at the
for
time.
someone
I
with no
was. My dad
cock.
had been in the military. And so I was considering doing it. I thought maybe it could be a good career path. But the way that guy said it actually 100% flipped my opinion and turned me off. Now, maybe that was just a stupid
He'd
thing.
come
Maybe I
in
shouldn't
ball and
let
start
that get to me.
crying
Maybe
as soon as
it
the
was just 'cause
drill
I was young
sergeant
and
told him to make
immature.
his bed.
But the way he said it to me actually legitimately like changed my feelings about possibly doing it. I was like, if that guy is so cocky and shit, like he doesn't feel like I should even possibly consider anything else, almost like, oh, we're so good, there's no way you would turn it down. I was the kind of guy when I was younger, right? I was the kind
You're
of
a
guy
piece
that
of
was
shit.
like,
We know that.
if you tell me to do something, I purposely won't do it. I don't know why. That's how I was. Like, and I
I'll
say
say
this on
they'll
stream,
say
too.
anything to
If you
get a
guys
17-year-old
ask me to do
kid into
something
the
so much
military.
it becomes annoying. I purposely will probably not do it. You know what I mean? It's different. If, okay, here's constructive criticism of something you can do versus you better do it or you're gonna do it. You see what I mean? There's different ways to go about it, and just the way the guy said it completely turned me off, and I didn't want
Can
to
you
do
imagine
it.
him
And I never went
trying
back.
to get into
I
the
never went back. I never went to
military
college.
forces?
So,
What?
really, fan,
Had to
subscribe
be
the
up at
channel,
5 in
8
the
months, then you're
morning
a fan.
every
Radio
day.
Runner tipped me $4.20
I can't get
and says
drunk
Batman
until
probably
3
thinks
o'clock in
that
the
Knight
morning.
has done it in the past. That is
Bullshit.
correct. Maybe
Snort.
he'll make a surprise appearance in Gotham Knights. Maybe he'll be the secret 5th character. Could be. Thank you for the tip. Phil Smokes cracked at me another
Gotta be
$5. Says
hilarious.
you should really wear a sweet Batman mask. I have a Batman mask. If you remember, guys, years and years ago, I did a silly thing where I dressed up like Batman and I reviewed Batman versus Superman cereal. Do you remember that shit? For the release of Batman vs. Superman in theaters, they had 2 kinds of cereal. One was Superman and one was Batman. And I reviewed the Batman cereal dressed as Batman.
Guy, he probably smelled
actually
better
know-
if he
I
did
do
latrine duty 24/7 than he does now.
Okay, then.
Mr.
You don't
I
remember
don't
that?
bathe.
That's live. That was a live DSP Tries It, guys. You can go check that out. Eternal Napalm cheered. He says, I just beat Reno and Rude in Final Fantasy VII Remake with the kill shot being Fat Chocobo unleashing its ultimate. Why was Final Fantasy VII Remake a disappointment to you? 2 reasons. Not to say that it was a bad game. It actually is one of the better games this year. Absolutely it was. But there's 2 reasons. First, it's not Final Fantasy VII Remake. They marketed it. They completely mismarketed it.
He'd
It's
fail
Final
the
Fantasy
fitness
VII
test for a
redo.
third grade
It's like
gym
a
class.
semi-sequel. If you didn't play original
I mean,
Final
I would
Fantasy
too,
VII,
but
you would not even understand the Final Fantasy VII remake, and that's not good. They should have marketed it for what it was, rather than saying it was one thing, and then when you play it, it's not. It's a complete bait and switch. It's a different game, okay? In addition, I did not like the combat.
it's not a different game.
And, you know, that's me. You guys could totally love the combat, and that's okay, but I just didn't like the combat at all. I felt that the combat was too simplistic, and didn't feel like an RPG to me. It felt like what they did is they took the combat of Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy XIV.
Of course, and the Yoshi
Excuse
thing
me,
was green, so
15.
people kept editing
And
stuff onto the
they basically
outfit.
like bastardized it. Like they smashed the two engines together. And for a game that's supposed to be a remake of the classic, it didn't feel like that game anymore. Now, for a modern audience, maybe you didn't care, but for me, I played the original Final Fantasy VII, and I felt the strongest point of the game was the combat. I actually felt the weakest point of the Final Fantasy VII remake was the combat. I think that the story, the graphics, the music, the fan service was the best thing, and the combat was actually the weakest point of the game. So that's just my opinion, okay? But I still think it was a great game. Don't get me wrong. It didn't impress me like a lot of other people, okay? OFB Terminator did 100-bit cheer. He says, "What celebrity
so
would
now
like
like
to comb
Project
their
7.
hair the most?" What? What celebrity would I like to comb their hair the most?
Neil Patrick Harris.
Why would I want to comb any celebrity's hair? What the?
Neil Patrick Harris. So you can tell him that he's pretty.
Moving on.
Don't listen to the
Let's
haters.
see.
You're
Okay,
very
guys.
pretty.
So, any other questions? Like I said, this is open Q&A. If you guys have any questions you want to ask me.
But if you ask him a question, he'll just say, "I don't know what you're talking about."
What the hell does that even mean?
Neil Patrick Harris in a heartbeat. I was thinking maybe Robert
Well,
Downey
like,
Jr.
someone
because he has
filmed
those
DSP tries it.
thick locks of
DSP
dark hair,
tries it
but
will always now be a
Neil
live
Patrick
streaming
Harris.
thing. I don't do those style of videos anymore. I don't even have a video editor to do it. It's always going to be live on stream if I do it. Murdoch just did 100-bit cheer. He said, "Thank you. You actually summed up my feelings for Final Fantasy VII Remake perfectly. I like the old school turn-based combat." Yeah, and I like the old school plot. Again, it was okay to do it.
Yeah,
They
he
did
could have
and
said
say,
Hulk
"This is a
Hogan."
reimagining of the plot with a twist." But why not say, "Oh, by the way, if you want to get the most out of the Final Fantasy VII redo, you got to play the original first, so that way you remember everything from it and you'll understand the references and everything." They completely lied about the game. It wasn't a remake. So because of that, I didn't understand stuff at the end, and people were trying to tell me in stream chat, "Oh, this is this, this is this," and I'm like, I should have played Final Fantasy VII beforehand, right before, and I didn't because they
But
didn't
you
tell
said
me
you
to.
played
They
and
lied about
beaten
the
it
game.
multiple times.
That's annoying. That actually
I've beaten the
frustrated me a
game
lot,
like
and
3
in my
times,
opinion, it made me
guys.
feel worse about the game because they lied about what it was. Will I ever do
Yes, he
karaoke
would,
night?
Excalibur.
Probably
Yes, he
not.
would.
Why did Ono leave Capcom? I don't think any of us know the true answer. All right, it's all gonna be speculation. All right, my speculation
Terrible
is that even
Fontaine.
though Capcom knows that Street Fighter is a moneymaker for them, they feel that the Street Fighter V botched launch and the seasons of content were never as popular as it should have been. I think Capcom was really banking that Street Fighter V was going to be just as popular as Street Fighter 4, which, by the way, it has not been. Street Fighter 4 was a ginormous moneymaker for Capcom to the point where not only did it completely reinvigorate fighting games as a whole, but Capcom used the money that they raised on Street Fighter 4 to then finance other projects like Devil May Cry and new Resident Evils. Like, that Capcom money was from Street Fighter 4, right? So they sunk a lot of money into the development of Street Fighter V, and Street Fighter V didn't make anywhere near as much money for them as Street Fighter 4, and I think they blame Ono for that. Now, Street Fighter 6 has been in development, and apparently, from all reports, again, these are rumors, but the report is that Street Fighter 6 is supposed to be a team-based fighter. Now, we don't know what that means. Does that mean it's tag in, tag out like Marvel vs. Capcom, or does that mean that it's more like Capcom versus SNK, where you have a team of fighters that fight in order, okay? But there was a team-based fighter, and apparently, this year, they were supposed to have a big
Guys,
reveal
gun
at
manufacturer
Evo
made a
for
bad
Street Fighter
gun.
6. They were supposed to
It's
actually
not my
tease
fault
it,
my
show
gun
footage of
sucks.
it
The
and
game
everything.
manufacturer.
But then the pandemic happened, and of course everything happened with Evo getting canceled. So Capcom instead went back and started reevaluating all their projects to see where they were at. And apparently when the big wigs at Capcom reviewed the footage of Street Fighter 6, they hated it. They were like, "This looks terrible. This doesn't look like anything on par with what we would want." And basically, again, they looked at Ono. And they said, "What are you doing? You know, Street Fighter 4 was great. Street Fighter 5 was a big disappointment, and this looks even worse."
Guys,
so they
if they had more powder in there, it would have gone farther in a straighter line, guys. It's not my fault it didn't go straight.
Gone, right? I think
It's not my fault.
So, you know,
What do you mean looked
to
half-assed?
some extent,
It
do you
was
100% blame
half-assed.
Ono for everything? I don't know, because we don't know how much power the guy really has. Was he literally the 100% creative controller of all the fighting games at Capcom? And was he the reason why a game like Street Fighter Cross Tekken failed? The reason why Street Fighter 5 was so terrible at launch and wasn't as popular as Street Fighter 4? Was he Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite? Did he have a hand in that? We don't know. We'll never know because we don't work at Capcom. We don't know the behind the scenes. But ultimately, the guy is supposed to be Mr. Fighting Game. And when the fighting games are lackluster and they're not performing the way that the people in charge want, someone's going to take the blame, and it seems like Ono was the guy who got targeted and he got smacked. You know what I mean? Okay. Phil Smokes Crack Tip me $5 asking what my wife's shampoo smells like. I'm not even gonna read the rest. Thank you for the $5 tip. You start talking stupid shit about my wife, that's where I cut your comment off and I stopped paying attention.
How is that stupid shit? He just asked you what his shampoo smells
then
like.
again, maybe someone whose name is Phil Smokes Crack isn't the most mature person. Golden Colts cheers.
How
You
is
ever
that?
jar peanut butter just for the smell?
What?
Be honest. No, not just for the smell. I would open it to eat the peanut butter, but the smell is quite amazing. Gerard Crow cheers at two things. We were doing the DLC for Arkham City, and the trailer for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is going to drop around 5:10 your time. Are you going to talk about it? And that's the James Gunn Suicide Squad movie, right? I'm probably not gonna talk about it tonight unless I get to see it during the break. I guess we'll see. If I see it during the break, maybe I'll talk about it. But we'll see. I'm gonna be pretty busy. We'll see what happens.
Not the
But
bridge,
anyway, DLC
baby.
for Arkham City. If I remember correctly, weren't there two? Wasn't one where you controlled Catwoman? I believe. I guess the answer to that question is twofold.
Not yet, Uncle
The
Andy.
first
Not
is
yet.
all the DLC actually included in the remastered collection that I'm gonna buy? That's question number one. And number two is, will time allow it? Because if I'm playing Arkham City and the playthrough is extending into new releases in September, chances are I'm not going to have time for the DLC. Versus if I'm playing it and we're wrapping it up and there's time, then probably I would do it. All right, so I guess we'll see, but I'm trying to remember, you know. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. No, Gerard Crow Cheers says, no, actually, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is the game from Rocksteady. Oh, that's crazy. There's a James Gunn Suicide Squad movie, and there's a game of Suicide Squad. Boy, they love fucking Suicide Squad, huh?
They're trying to push
all right,
Suicide
well, I'll see if I
Squad,
can
but
see the trailer during the
who
break.
knows if it's going to actually go
Deech did a
anywhere.
500-bit cheer. Thank you very much, Deech, for a 500-bit cheer. I appreciate that. You tied the top cheer for the day. Spartan King cheer says, any interest in PGA 2K21? PGA? Isn't that golf? Golfing? No, I don't think I have any interest in a professional golf sports game. If that's indeed what it is. And then Plum took me $1 and says Street Fighter 5 versus Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which is worse?
I don't know, Billy. You didn't get too close to
What a
that
tough
body.
decision.
That
Here's the
smell. Ugh. Switching music's
When
where
I
it's
compare the
at.
two games, what I would say is there's a difference between being objective and subjective. I think objectively, Street Fighter 5 is a better game. Objectively. Objectively, Street Fighter 5 has had development support for years and years and years, got updated multiple times to be a better game, including improving the netcode and all of that. Had, what is this, like Season 5 of DLC characters? Now they just keep adding in more characters over time. Excuse me. So, all that stuff, right, is positive for Street Fighter 5.
Trash at it.
Okay.
I'm absolutely
if you look at
garbage.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite,
I don't
only
like
had one set of
playing
DLC characters, didn't get any developer support after about 6 to 8 months. They dropped the game entirely.
He played 2019, but he didn't play
on paper,
2020.
Okay. Both games function well at a competitive level, although I don't like the gameplay of either. Marvel vs. Capcom
Yep, this
Infinite
is what he's
a
doing to
one-hit
celebrate
infinite
250.
game. Like, it's seriously rush down, rush down, rush down, rush down, rush down, rush down. Oh, I got a hit. Giant combo leading to your character dying. Oh, here we go again. Rush down, rush down, rush down. It's the same thing over and over. So it was fun when the game first came out. People hadn't discovered the crazy shit. And then within like 3 weeks of the game being out, people found all the broken shit, and the entire game became a one-hit kill nonsense. Which is exactly what the problem was with Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And that's why I hated that game too. Okay?
Well, then why didn't you learn the
Street Fighter
combos?
5, the game is a pattern game. And what I mean by that is the game is not designed to be a game with reactionary gameplay. Excuse me, not reactionary. I forget the word. The gameplay that I like in a fighting game is, yes, you could play a pattern, but the game plays at a pace where you can see what's going on, and if you're a good player, you can react to that pattern and counter it. A game like Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, all right, yes, there are definitely patterns in that game, but
he's definitely the guy's like, oh, you forgot to add to the quantum flux capacitor, dude. You forget to add to the quantum flux capacitor. Of course you're gonna have problems.
There's patterns you can't beat.
What the fuck does that mean?
Okay, well, they're doing this
He's
pattern,
bullshitting out
so now
his
I do
ass.
this other pattern in response to the pattern, and someone will eventually guess wrong, and then that's the person who will win the match. And that's not good to me. That's crappy gameplay. It doesn't feel like you're playing an old school Street Fighter fighter at all. It feels like what they did is they dumbed down these games to just be learn a simple pattern and do it over and over and over ad nauseum, because it's made for people who aren't good at fighting games.
That's a terrible
People who
celebration.
can't react. People who have bad reactions, like Street Fighter 5. You see? So, at its core, both games suck. But I would say that Street Fighter 5 ultimately actually is the better game because it got better developer support and more content over time to improve it. Even though I still hate it, it is the better game overall, better than Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, I guess. Okay? Okay.
Okay.
No, I did not watch the trailer for this Netflix show called Cuties, but now it's all been blown up. So here's the thing.
Yes.
There's a movie called Cuties. It's a French film about a bunch of 11-year-old girls who joined a dance competition. One of the girls is in a very religious...
Any game that doesn't play like Street Fighter 2, he hates. What? Mortal Kombat doesn't play like Street Fighter 2? Trash. Tekken doesn't play like Street Fighter 2? Trash. What? Soul Calibur doesn't play like Street Fighter 2? This game is garbage, guys. But alright, here it is. The Cuties. For those of you who don't know, Cuties is a movie coming out on Netflix about underage girls dancing like strippers. I don't know why they thought it was a good idea, but DSP defends it. Not a joke.
It's a Muslim family that's very conservative, and they feel that this girl being in this dance competition, that she's sexualizing herself, which obviously a young girl shouldn't do. And the whole plot of the movie is this girl, it's a coming-of-age film, the girl finding herself in her own identity as a dancer while fighting the conservative things of her family, but also trying to prevent herself from being over-sexualized, which is another pitfall of going into the entertainment industry. So the plot of the movie is actually quite good, and this film was screened at the Sundance Film Festival, and people loved it. They said, wow, this is an outstanding film. It's really meaningful. Netflix decides to fucking actually advertise this film as a sexual film. The picture that they make is these girls in these skimpy outfits, and the tagline is cuties.
That comes from the movie.
Something like, you know, they're hot or something like that. Like, it's crazy. Like, you're looking at this, you're like, what the fuck is this? This is a movie about pedophilia. And it's not. It's actually the opposite. It's a movie about the girl fighting conservative, but also way sexualized values that aren't in line with what a girl should be doing.
John Doe, I want to disagree with you, but you're probably right.
And they marketed it to be about a movie about sexualized girls. Now, it's so bad that thousands of people wrote a petition online and said, what the fuck is Netflix doing? We want this fixed. So Netflix actually in the last few days pulled all the marketing down and apologized publicly and said, you know, sorry that we did this. We don't even know, I don't even know how it happened. How did that get approved? Like, how did they not realize that advertising?
I said the girls are like 16, 17, 18.
But the movie isn't even. That's not the movie.
All right, but
how did they advertise it like this? Like, what the fuck? What were they thinking? I have no clue. Bionichu says, you know, in the end, it's probably going to help the film be successful. Do you think it was a PR stunt? Who knows? I think you're right. Ultimately, now more people are definitely going to watch the movie than would have originally. So, Derek's here. He says, I love the new
I don't know.
vest.
I'm not watching that.
How much
shit.
was it when you bought it? It's good to have another lighter vest. Honestly, I don't remember, but it wasn't expensive. It was. It's very light. As you can see, it's very, very light.
Yeah, that's
the
thing. It's
so I could wear it during the summer and
TVMA.
not sweat. So it wasn't an expensive.
It's
vest. The most
TVMA.
expensive vests are the ones
So
that
it's for children. Then why is it rated
warm vest.
MA for mature? It's not meant for children.
That's right. It was $3. You're correct. $3.
You don't know when you bought the vest, Mr.
Murdoch
I have no
asks,
money.
Seattle's still a war zone. Do you want the honest answer? So both Seattle and Portland, Oregon still have protests every day. But here's what's actually going on. The cops involved have finally spoken up and started being interviewed, and they're like, this is not what it was. They're like, back in May and June, there were Black Lives Matter protests that were very meaningful, and we supported those fully. Admittedly, there was violence and riots during those, but now what's going on in these cities, these very, very leftist liberal cities, is not that anymore. They're like, literally, there's no more Black Lives Matter protests going on. What it is, it's a bunch of anarchists. People who are part of these anarchist groups, they're getting together online and under the guise or the protection of saying they're going to do a public protest.
Just like everything else.
And then what they do is they go out and they fucking spray paint and deface everything. They take bottles and firecrackers and they throw them at businesses and cops and people, and they destroy businesses over and over. There have been businesses who literally have said, we're going out of business because every day people come by marching and destroying my shop. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm for Black Lives Matter, but I have to close my business because these people just come by and destroy everything every day. Now, you would think, why don't the police shut them down? They're trying, but the incredible leftist liberal city council of Seattle keeps trying to say that the cops are doing everything wrong and is trying to defund the police. They've actively voted twice now to defund the police department, and the mayor keeps having to veto them, saying, no, you cannot defund the fucking police department or else we'll have crime rampant in the city, and the whole city will turn into anarchy and shit.
But you live in a gated community, dude. What do you care? You don't leave the house.
I've never heard of anything like this. Seriously.
You don't leave the
now,
house.
In Portland, it's even worse.
And you live in a gated community, dude.
What's going
so what
on
are you
over
so
there?
worried
But
about?
this is just insane to me. Like, Seattle, when I moved here, Seattle was a very safe city. You could go there, and there wasn't much crime, and you could go around do touristy things, and now, apparently, every day you go there, everything's being destroyed. So why the fuck would I ever want to go to Seattle again? You see what I mean? Like, what is the actual intent of these people? I don't understand it. We have a beautiful thing here. Let's destroy it.
Are there other places you used to take Panda to?
What? I'm lost. Listen, if there is actually some kind of viable explanation for any of this, I'd love to hear it. But I've been following the stories, and there doesn't seem to be anything logical going on. It's just chaos. People want chaos. Okay, then.
Are you going to start wearing the Joker face paint?
Oh, man.
It's not about the money. It's about sending a message.
I don't get it. All right, anything else? Any more Q&A, guys? Because a lot of people have been yelling they want me to play Fall Guys. So I could switch over if you guys want, but any more questions, anything else you guys want to talk about before we switch over to Fall Guys? How's the weather lately been here? It's cooler now. Even though they keep telling us we're going to have clouds and rain, we've only had that like for an hour one day. It's still been hot every day, but it's around
69
70,
degrees.
So it's not insanely hot. We don't have to have the air conditioner on in the house.
With highs of 77.
So.
It's so hot out, guys. It's so roastingly hot.
If I go back in time,
77
I know about the
degrees.
2009 11 would I change my army choice, even though that recruiter was a cocky weirdo, says pissing demon. Well, no, I mean, not that I'm unpatriotic or anything, but if I had joined the armed forces back then in high school, I might be dead now. Because remember, there was 9/11, and then there was deploying the troops over there for years and years and years, and there's so much war and death that happened. You know, very likely I would have been deployed. I might be dead. So maybe it all worked out for the best. Maybe that guy being cocky was a way for me to not... See, it's weird, because I don't believe in superstition. I don't believe in... Some people say, oh, everything happens for a reason or whatever. And maybe they would try to justify and say the reason that guy was cocky was the way to not get you to go because you'd be dead now if you would join the armed forces. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, he'd kill himself if it was ever got to 110 degrees.
Am I okay? I look sad. I'm not sad
Straight
at all.
up
This is a good day.
12
Today's a
gauge
good day,
to the
guys. We're gonna
face.
play some fun Fall Guys. We're gonna do live DSP tries. We've got a platinum run and Ghost of Tsushima later tonight. I'm not sad. I don't know why people are saying
I don't know
sad.
why.
I'm not sad
Yeah,
at
it
all.
didn't really save his life. I mean, look at his life now. How are you gonna call that saved? Sitting on his gouty butt, crying and begging for tips. Wouldn't really call that saved a life, dude. He just sits there and stares at chat.
What's my
playing
favorite
with his
overall
nose.
game controller? The SNES controller, the classic SNES controller. Although, this console gen, I really like the Xbox One. I think the Xbox One controller was the best console controller of this last generation.
I like the PS3 controller. But nothing ever beats Atari, man. One button.
Okay.
Joystick and one
Alright,
button.
guys, I think we're going to switch over, and we're going to play some Fall Guys now. What do you guys think? Smart King just cheered, I thought officers don't go into combat. Am I wrong? Honestly, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I didn't even do enough research of that. Because I probably would have been interested, because he offered me the officer program. He says, it sounds like you're a prime candidate for the officer program. And I would have looked into it if the guy wasn't so cocky. Timbo Slice cheers, said 2020 has to be one of the most crazy years in a long time. First COVID, then protests, now awful bad wildfires in California, and now possible 2 Category 1 or higher storms heading to the Gulf Coast.
Yeah, Category 1 or 2 hurricanes.
Ricardo Charity says, what? What does it even mean? Does your wife make you take off your ring when she takes you around on your day off? What? The fuck are you talking about? Are you an idiot? Yes! The Paradox Charity says, get drunk. I'm not getting drunk. Absolutely not.
He will, just not until later.
Anyway, guys. Okay, thank you for 251 Vest Streak. Thank you for the support of the last 5 months. Thank you for the support today. Let's end this little shenanigans intro. Let's swap over and have some fun, Fall Guys fun before we take a break for lunch. Okay?
Next. Let's see, part 1. And mind you, you can see it goes pre-stream, Vestival, Fall Guys Part 2, actual Vestival, and then Vestival, Fall Guys Part 1. I gotta babysit my uploads, guys. I gotta babysit the uploads. Make sure they upload in the right order, guys. And it goes Part 2, 0, Part 1. Professional.
And let's start checking out some new outfits, everybody. Because now, apparently, in the store, there's new stuff available. The Peabody outfit. Look at that. Peabody is one of the characters from Portal 2. One of the robots that you play. It looks like you can get this for 2.5 days if you have 10
Probably
crowns.
is, John.
I currently have 7 crowns.
But they don't care.
So, if I can earn 3 more crowns between now and Monday, I can get the Peabody outfit. Which would be pretty neat, I feel. Now, also, guys, I bought a few more outfits. I want to show you guys. I bought a few outfits.
With what money, dude?
Well, I have the top half of the hot dog. I'm gonna earn the bottom half soon. No, actually, did I earn it? No, I didn't. See, I gotta earn the bottom half. But I bought I have the top of the pineapple. I bought the bottom of the pineapple. If I want to be a pineapple, I could do that. Look at that. That's kind of cool. I also got the whole pigeon outfit, and I don't know how I got it. I don't know if it was just a reward, but I have the whole pigeon outfit. And then I
did download it because it does look like fun. You're right.
feet.
Irrelevant.
So I bought the penguin feet because I want the penguin outfit. And I also got a boxer outfit. Check this out. It looks like a boxer with shorts, see? So I have a few different outfits I can wear. I think I'm going to actually start wearing this one today. This one's pretty cool. I like that.
Ooh, lives in a pineapple
Okay,
under the
maybe
sea.
I'll change my color scheme. Let's see.
That'd be hilarious if it does turn to his new WWE champions. But then it would actually be a
Oh, look, military
legit...
camo.
It would actually be a
I'm wearing
legit business
military camo
expense because
vest,
he's
and I'll
actually
be
playing it
military
on
camo in the game
stream.
today. How about that?
Imagine that.
There you go. What new colors can you buy?
I know what I forgot to do.
I don't really like
Share
those new
out.
colors. Alright, nice. Shout out to Crispy Pata.
who just reached out for 13 months, said, hey man, I hope you're doing well too with the great work. Thank you very much, Crispy Pata. I appreciate that. All right.
Excuse me.
Let us get started. Let's do some Fall Guys.
Let's see. You gotta share.
Oh, no, Derek, I've never played paintball before.
Post. Excuse me. Tweet. I have played paintball before. It's pretty fun. Hurts, but it's fun.
Guys, it says mint chocolate. Oh, military camo. The guy's making fun of me because I'm saying that that's military camo. Well, it's brown and green, which are the colors of the camo vest I'm wearing right now. All right, let me change. People are saying I gotta change the thing here to Fall Guys, so let me do that. Not that it fucking matters, but I'll change it. People are complaining. There you go. I changed the thing to Fall Guy. All right, here we go, guys. Starting up a new game.
There we go.
Easy high.
Shared.
Here we go. Fall Guys fun.
Fall
My new outfit.
Guys.
We're off. Out of the way, assholes.
Ooh, that had to hurt irrelevant.
Very
Aw.
nice.
My buddy wants to buy more paintball stuff because we used to do it when we were younger and then got older and. Uh-oh. Oh, he missed. Doing better than I thought he'd be doing.
Yeah, flat.
Thing is, it does look like a really fun game though.
Get up! I can't get up! I was glitched out and couldn't get up.
Right, you're an idiot.
Oh my god. Wow, well, that sucked. I glitched out and couldn't get up and it completely screwed me over. I should
It
still
wasn't
be
my
alright.
fault, guys. It was the game's fault. I realize he's off screen.
There we go.
There we go.
Nice. Alright, got a lot of shoutouts here. Randy Butternut did a $4.20.
My buddy has a
Officers,
shit ton of Nerf
branch of
guns.
service. You have an
For his
officer,
kids.
example, sees combat
Not for
occasionally,
us.
all
Not
that.
for the adults,
You're saying intelligence
no.
officer. Okay.
Because he has
We'll
full
talk
auto
about
belt-fed
officer in the
Nerf
military,
guns
like,
his
like
kids
they were
can't
trying to
pick
recruit in
up.
high school.
But it's totally for the kids, not for the adults.
What I've seen in service, active duty. Thank you for the tip. Timbo Slice curious if you could have any tie-ins for outfits for this game, what kind of company or entertainment people would you like to see? Dude, the possibilities are endless. You could do video game characters.
I'd love to have
you could do,
be able to
like,
run around
product
as
placement, like
Gordon
food,
Freeman from
you know,
Half-Life.
anything. It's so endless, and I would love to see all of that. I hope they do it because right now the game's been out for what, a week and a half, 2 weeks, and there's really none of that besides Peabody from Portal, which is kind of cool. So.
So there
Dark
they did one
Side
thing
Johnson,
for us, so
for
yeah,
a
dude.
year.
Gordon
We're
Freeman.
playing Fall Guys right now too. Hopefully we can match up. That'd be cool. I guess we'll see. Fruix resale for 2 months in a row, 4 total. Said, I know you're looking amazing in that military vest. Thanks for making this difficult times nicer. You are welcome, Fruix, and thank you for the support. All right, hold on here.
Yeah.
Apples and grapes.
No one has had the battle. The other half is snorting and drinking
Apples
gin.
and grapes. Apples and grapes. Grapes. This is such an easy game.
And then he fucks it up. Oh, I want to watch him fuck it up.
Alright, orange, grape, and apple. And banana. So I'm on orange, grape to the left, apple to the... no, apple to the left, grape to the north, banana to the right. Okay. Apple, that's to the left.
Come on, fuck it up.
That dummy got eliminated. Okay, this is complex now. We got banana, grape, watermelon, and cherry, and orange. So banana, I'm on watermelon.
This game's so
banana, cherry,
easy.
grape, orange.
And then dies.
Grape. Ah, wow, a lot of people got eliminated. That should be it. Nice. Spartan
You
King cheers to Derek is
qualified,
wondering
damn
any
it.
chance later for a mini retrospective because the videos were saved under that tweet you tweeted out. Oh, I don't know. We're definitely not doing a retrospective today. There's no time. We're gonna do Spartans. We're gonna do Fall Guys, then we're gonna do a DSP tries it, and then more Fall Guys. That's gonna be a stream. I mean, eventually we may do a mini retrospective,
Ooh.
so don't worry. Deech today, 500 this year. And he says, stay positive and focus on the goals.
Oh, buddy's doing a barbecue today. All right. Starts at 5.
The Dale
Shit.
tractors are dead wrong. The Dale tractors, whatever that means. All right.
I
Thank
love
you,
my
Deech, for
friends.
the
Don't get me
share. I
wrong.
appreciate
They're the great. We just went on vacation
I
together.
actually
And all
like
that. It
this
was
game.
amazing.
This is when we push the ball.
It's stuff like this, like,
Try to prevent-
hey, I'm having a barbecue in an hour and 11 minutes. Well,
All right.
thanks for fucking telling me. I didn't know.
There you go.
Marty McPhail, baked potato, G.I. Joe. I like that.
Good momentum.
Let's see. The gray one. Matching his skin color. The gray matches his skin.
No, push it left, push it left. There you go. Yes, excellent. Keep it going. This is
Like,
perfect.
do we make
Wow, we're
plans to be
flying.
like,
This is great.
hey, I'm doing
We're
this
doing real
tomorrow? Nah.
We're
Let's just do
so
it an
good.
hour and
We're
11
way
minutes before
ahead.
I'm going to start. Hey, everybody, barbecue.
Way
I'm
ahead.
swimming. Okay.
Look, Apple's out of here. Good. We did it. It's going. It's going. They can't stop it. Wow, that was amazing. We did it. Not only did we all work together to push it perfectly, but then I pulled the guy in front so he got out of the way and we got it over. Excellent. That was great teamwork right there, guys. Cashmere Goat just gave the subscription to Muppet Mode. Congratulations, Muppet Mode. Wow, look at the fight. Oh my god, look at the crazy fight. Wow. What a fight.
Do it.
That was crazy. Derek, it absolutely is relaxing to wear this lighter vest. Seriously. It's nice now. I'm not sweating my balls off wearing this thing.
Right.
Alright, good stuff.
So disgusting.
I hope you guys like the camo, military camo vest. Now, we're only 15 left. Are we going to go straight to the finals, or will there be another round? No tiptoes, another round. Here we go. Habib Gaming likes the vest. Thank you, Habib.
I say tinfoil for a baked potato, dude.
Excuse me.
Now he says he takes a shower once a week.
Well, shit.
Which is still gross. So just this. Good.
Ah, fuck. No! Oh my god, I'm not gonna qualify now. Nope. I'm not gonna qualify. This sucks. I got owned. I got owned. Son of a bitch.
God,
Damn
this
it.
game looks like so much fun.
Oh. Spartan King Shady says you were the one pushing the ball for most of it. The others were probably had no clue what they were doing. I was doing my best. Ooh, I unlocked a new steel color. Should we equip it? Oh, that's kind of interesting. Alright, we'll wear that. Steel. Nice.
Just like you stole money from your
Alright, let's get
fans.
back in there. Celebratory bubble blow for me sucking. Nah, this will be a celebratory bubble blow for the 251 Vet Street guys. Thank you for the support. Very nice.
I say, yeah, you gotta shower every day, people. You get nasty and gross.
No new Star Wars, you do not miss the food. I'm going on break around 2 p.m. like I usually do, and that's when I'm going to go get the food for DSP chat.
You wanna surprise me, Opaque? No, he doesn't stay in there. He sits there.
I was a fall guy.
He has a shower chair. Never forget. DSP cannot stand to take a shower. He has to sit on a shower chair to take a shower. Never forget.
So you can't just walk into it. You have to jump into the wall or it sticks. I'm getting knocked over. I can't get up. Oh my god.
Wow, he's doing terrible. Stop sucking at life. Oh, it's funny when he sucks.
Oh! Get up!
Run.
Stage. Very good. Very good.
Ah, he made it.
Whoa.
100%.
Today. I hope
It was
so.
one of
I get
his
3 crowns to
videos that he did.
the
Is like,
full, Peabody
whatever.
outfit.
And then you see this shower chair. Like, are you fucking kidding me? He has a shower chair. He has to sit.
Ooh, I mean, that's exactly what this is like.
And
This
take
is
a
like
shower.
Takeshi's Castle. That's exactly, I think, what it's supposed to be like. That's what they were going for. Of course, the soccer game is more like Rocket League because it is soccer. But yeah, I agree with you. Thank you, Blazing Angel, who says, "Good work, Phil. You rock." Thank you, Blazing Angel. Seesaw, oh boy. Yes, by honest truth, it's very possible I could die from heat exhaustion today wearing this vest. You're right.
We never get
Spartan
that
King
lucky.
says the Fall Guys are not social distancing. That's true. They should all be wearing masks and staying 6 feet apart. What were they thinking?
Well, since my friend wants to do barbecue and all that and swimming and shit, that he just now informed me and our other friend about. Because why plan ahead? That's too easy.
Yeah.
Let's let him know an hour and 11 minutes before you're gonna actually start doing it.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fall! I fell because they knocked me off. That's horseshit. I fall because
That's
the idiots are knocking me off.
part
not
of the
because
game.
I jumped mistimed or anything. Yeah, I'm fucked here.
Jump.
Okay.
There you go. Like, What? They knocked me off because that's part of the game?
Oh my god.
I
When
can't
they touch you,
believe
they screw you
that.
over, it really does.
That's stupid. Snort.
Oh no. It's alright, it's alright.
It's not alright. You're gonna lose.
Guys, you gotta come over here or we're never gonna be able to jump. Here's your head. It's a seesaw. Yeah.
Isn't he playing against the AI or whatever, so...
Nice. Okay, final segment.
Let's see if he screws us up. That'd be great.
Nope, gotta go this way.
Balls off.
I might not qualify.
Come on. Fail. Fail. Fail, Phil. Fail.
Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god. I'm probably not gonna qualify.
Oh, he would call Phil a wuss, because Phil is a wuss. You know it, Jay Kramer. Talks just like a valley girl. I'm a valley girl in a valley world.
Oh my god, go, 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 go! Oh my god, I'm gonna make it! Barely! I did it, barely! Oh man, that was close. That was freaking close, man. Oh. The 8-player 30 did 100 cheers. In my opinion, Seesaw is the worst level in the game. You know what always frustrates me? Well, the thing is, in Seesaw, you fail because of others. If others understood the concept of a seesaw, and if they didn't jump into your fucking body to make you fall over when you landed on the seesaw, it would be an easy stay. But people are so dumb, they don't understand how a seesaw works.
You're playing against the AI, though, aren't you?
Here's one I don't like. Egg scramble. I really don't like this one. How many wins do I have? I think I've won about 5 times, I want to say. I could be wrong, but I think I won about 5 games.
Uber hip, dude. How do you do, fellow kids?
Wow, we have like 2 eggs. Are you serious? We have like 2.
I said, but yes, that's the entire point of the game. Is that they try to knock you out because they're trying to win. They're trying to get you disqualified. Like, how dare they try to win?
Yeah, we're firmly in last. We need to steal someone's egg.
Can he steal an egg? Get out of there. Oh, nope.
I almost had the goal.
Stopped.
Oh, it flew over my head. Did you see that?
Saw nothing. Come on, fuck him up. Punch him in the throat,
Oh. Oh no, I almost had it, man. I almost had it.
That's weirdly and oddly specific pick, but you're not wrong.
We are not going to catch up. We're trying.
That's why DSP only leaves the house once a week, because he's got to make sure his wife's there.
We got 10 seconds left.
Don't assault women like that.
Look,
He has
6.
worse arms than that.
Alright. I quit. I told you, that's why I hate that one. I absolutely hate it. It doesn't matter what you do. If you capture or if you play defense, if your team sucks, you lose no matter what. So. The 8-player 30 cheer, you say, don't you hate it when the game gives you dipshit teammates? I mean, it's not like the game knows. But yeah, people really are horrible at playing like a team in this game. They seriously are.
But you're not playing with people, you're playing with
New Star Room
AI.
Cheer says, gee, Phil continuing the streak of always being on yellow and no one defending. You're right. Every time. It never fails. It never effing fails. Shadow the Hedgehog did a 500-bit cheer. He said, have you played the point-and-click game Beneath a Steel Sky? It's an old classic from the 90s. It's free to play on Steam. No, I've never played Beneath a Steel Sky. Have I ever wanted a tattoo or piercing? When I was younger, I thought I would have like a back tattoo. Like
terrible irrelevant.
And I decided I don't want
That's
that.
probably something he would say.
Hoongan! Hoongan is here, everyone! Hoongan tipped me $1 says, Phil, you know, I should be in Fall Guy. Well, thank you very much, Hoongan, for a $1 tip here during the festival celebration. I really appreciate that. I thank you for joining us. We all miss you, Hoongan. We seriously do. I miss Hoongan a lot. I wish that Hoongan was in every game I played. Because I would absolutely love his presence in every game.
Oh, there's gotta be a
Sadly, we're
cat
not-
outfit.
We're not that lucky to have Kungan.
Of all the outfits they have, they gotta have a cat outfit.
Oh, fucking shit, seriously? Clobbered by those guys. Oh no! You're kidding! Oh no! Oh no! I can't stop getting hit.
That's
Oh my
hit
God.
again.
I'm done. I'm not qualifying. I am not qualifying for this. No way.
Oh, that was hilarious.
It is over. It is over for me. No way.
Oh, almost.
What the hell? How on earth am I making it like 11th or 12th? This is crazy.
Damn it.
I was done. I was out, and somehow I qualified like 13. That is ridiculous. Oh my God, did they go? I got smacked. Yes, most extreme elimination challenge is Takeshi's Castle. The shows are exactly the same show. The difference, it's kind of like Power Rangers. They took the footage of the original show from Japan and dubbed it
Terrible
over in
relevant.
English and acted like it was a new show when in reality it's the same show, only redubbed in English with different
Little
characters.
oranges is okay, but I prefer just the big Mandarin oranges.
Thank you, Octoa. He says, congrats on the 250 streak. I appreciate that, Octoa. Thank you very much.
Which again is $25,000.
Damn. What the hell? This guy never moved. Okay then. Dude, how on earth is this not over yet? It's still not over. Are you kidding me? Look at this guy. How do we not get 44 yet? Are you serious? This is the longest I've ever seen this game go on. This is the absolute longest I've ever seen
Yes,
this game
his
go
new
on.
vest,
What the hell?
camouflage.
Oh my God. Lord Leveling asked what's my favorite game. I don't have an overall favorite game. I have favorite games in different genres. Like my favorite platformer is Super Mario World. My favorite fighting game is Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Alright, but I don't have an overall favorite video game.
Overall favorite video game that if I got stuck in a room and I had to play for the rest of my life, Diablo 2. Hey, look at that. Easy enough. But all my friends doing a barbecue and all that, and swimming and all that shit, so I'm gonna go to do that. If only he had said, hey, I'm planning this tomorrow, I would have known about it. I could have started this maybe a little earlier, because I made a bunch of videos. Like, hey, maybe I would have not made this video, so that it wouldn't be uploaded, so then I'd have more time to do this. Let's see. But if you're doing it by genre, I mean, yeah, that makes it a lot easier. But if you're doing overall, Diablo 2. Easily. Played it once a year, every year. Since it came out. Made sure of that. But since my friend's doing barbecue and all that, I'm gonna get going. Exactly, Heretic. Yeah, just say Super Street Fighter is his favorite game. Like, that's all he has to do. I just say, yeah, I like Street Fighter 2. That's what made me the happiest. That's how I met a bunch of people all over the country. Instead, I don't have a favorite. Having favorites is stupid. Ree! But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We had the rant. We had the first part of the Vestival streak. We got most of the second part. But now I gotta get going. Because unlike DSP, I have friends. And so with that, guys, yeah, you should be wearing a black shirt with that. But, you know, that'll never happen. Because that'd make too much sense. He does have the black begging shirt, though. Just saying. So yes, guys, thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day. So I love Diablo 2, especially once I got a trainer for it. Because again, I've played it every single year since it came out. And after a while, it's like, well, I've done literally everything you can do in the game. Now what? It's like, well, why not get a trainer? So you can modify your character as much as you want. It's like, alright, well, what if I had the greatest magic find ever? What can I find with literally, like, I don't know, 100,000 magic find? Still find shit. Not a joke. 100,000 magic find, and I still find nothing but shit. Like, how? Like, how do I still not find anything good when I have 100,000 magic find? Bullshit. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'm out of here. Deuces.